3-game set against the Diamondbacks. Lineup today: Hernandez, Johnson, Zimmerman. Dunn's homer twice. Willingham, Harris, Cintron, Nieves, and Olson. And you can see Adam Dunn, a pair of homers in this series. We're underway on this Mother's Day, this baseball Sunday at Chase Field, with a blazing fastball for strike one. Right-hander Max Scherzer deserves a better fate. Look at those numbers. Good pitch right back outside. 0-2. Opponents hitting just 218, strikeouts to walks. Nothing really to worry about.
Well, if he continues to throw the ball like that on the outside corner at the knees, he's going to get a better fate. That's a good 0-2 pitch right there. You make the hitter move. Disrupt him just enough to set up this next one.
1-2 the count. Late on that one, no chance really. A lot of pink to be seen on the diamond today in honor of moms and for breast cancer awareness. Susan G. Komen Foundation as well. Wristbands, the titanium necklaces that the guys wear, pink bats, pink patches on the jerseys. And for mom, it is well deserved. Look out. It's almost as if Chris Snider is hanging on to his bat, not letting him swing. And you can see Susan G. Komen for the cure, Komen.org. Why would you throw him anything else, Mark Grace? He just planted that one inside. You'd be silly to throw him a breaking ball.
It just looked like Hernandez was just content to try to foul balls off. Instead, he chases one down and in. Max Scherzer once again out of the gate. Well, he always piles his strikeouts up early, doesn't he?
Yes. 6 pitches, he goes to work. Nick Johnson, this is a guy who will take some pitches. This is a guy that's patient. And having him healthy as he paints the outside corner has been a real boost for these Washington Nationals. An on-base guy, former New York Yankee for a couple of seasons, but a career on-base percentage of .397. That's career. In on his hands, Felipe Lopez on the backhand, fires, and you love 2 pitch outs for Max Scherzer. Use your defense if you can, young man, as mom used to tell him. Burns, Young, and Upton in the outfield. Roberts, Wilson, Lopez, and Reynolds. Roberts at third, Reynolds at first. Mark Reynolds is at first there. And Scherzer working with Chris Snider. Mark knew yesterday and took ground balls. Did not do anything without that first baseman's glove on before the game. Connor Jackson and Augie Ojeda both battling illnesses, both available off the bench. And so Reynolds plays first, Roberts plays third. They both knew it before they went home yesterday. Zimmerman.
I'll tell you, if we could just get a shot of Mark Reynolds here real quick. He just looks like so much better with that first base glove on, doesn't he? I mean, he just looks so athletic, sturdy, strong, like an anchor out there at first base. He just oozes leadership when he puts that glove on. It's amazing.
Anyway, the 0-1 is fouled straight back. And have I told you folks about Ryan Zimmerman and that hitting streak of 27 games? He homered yesterday. A homer to extend the streak. So a first base, the actual glove you wear changes your entire presence.
Well, of course. You just watch what happens today. Probably go 4 for 4.
A changeup, a good one on 0-2. Ran it in and out. Zimmerman, of course, with a hitting streak like that to start the year, you see where he ranks on our Firestone leaderboard. Number 2 behind Orlando Hudson. Orlando, of course, in a different world now without Manny Ramirez hitting right behind him. And that's no offense to his abilities. We've seen Orlando's abilities. They're superb, but it's still totally and completely a different world with that man behind him.
Oh, no question. He's actually going to get some breaking balls.
1-2 the count to Zimmerman. It's a fun battle here, isn't it?
2 young stars. Zimmerman, a couple or 3 years on the scene already. When healthy, one of the best young hitters in the game. And Max Scherzer, well, His name's starting to become household in baseball arenas as well.
1-2, flips it up in the air. No chance to get there. He got it with the back of his glove. Threw him a slider there and left the slider out over the plate. There's the hitting streak extended. It is now 28 games. He was hitless game 2 of the season, and that was it.
Almost got the circus play there, but not to be. And you'll probably see Max get hit by a few ground balls and line drives because he falls across his body. Doesn't get himself in quote unquote good fielding position, so he'll probably get hit by a few comebackers.
There, of course, is the ball from the streak. Now 28 games, a very healthy streak. Longest, of course, in Nationals history. Yeah, 28 games, you're halfway there.
Yeah. You think the Yankee Clippers looking over his shoulder? DiMaggio?
No.
That's still incredible. 28 games.
1-1 the count to Adam Dunn. Wade Boggs back in 1985 had a hitting streak of 28 games. Zimmerman's is the longest for a third baseman since then. In on his hands. Lopez can't get there. And so Dunn strong enough. A basket full of topspin added to that swing and that ball, and it got right over the head of Felipe.
They got in on him, and it jams him. And even Felipe Lopez playing the rover roll just can't quite reach it. So after 2 quick outs, here come the Nats.
Yeah, we talked about this, Matt Williams and I did. You start looking down some of the guys that they pencil in.
These guys can hit.
Yeah, some guys given the day off today, to be fair, but there's some hitters in this lineup.
Their problem has been up until this series, haven't been able to get anybody out, especially their bullpen.
Right down the middle. 0-1 the count to Josh Willingham, former member of the Florida Marlins. 1 for 5 with a strikeout in this series. A couple of years ago in 06 had 26 homers, had 21 homers 2 seasons ago.
Gas.
Goodness.
Back-to-back fastballs, back-to-back takes, and it's 0-2.
With no one on, opponents hitting .218 against Max when they're in scoring position .222. So this year, he's essentially been the same dominating pitcher in any situation.
Pitch number 20 coming right here. Good night. Oh, dear.
Really?
Wow. Well, what do you think, Darren?
Looked like strike 3, my friend.
I spoke too soon. I said good night. I was wrong. Bill Hahn did not bring the right arm up, to my surprise.
Yeah, Mr. Hahn, we have talked about him a little bit, a fine umpire, and he has been the focal point on a lighter note.
Really?
During a couple of telecasts. And he proved that he was Wyatt Earp. He was in charge. Change-up. Guess who really is in charge? Max Scherzer. Quick peek at Mr. Hahn. Then he goes back into the dugout. UPS, the official power partner of the Arizona Diamondbacks, and by Southwest Airlines. Low fares, no hidden fees. Back of the ballpark, home plate umpire Bill Hahn. We're telling you, Gracie, how we respectfully, and Matt Williams got it going with his mustache, talked and had a little fun with him and his mustache, and compared him to, well, Wyatt Earp, Kurt Russell, and Tombstone.
And Bill Hahn used to be clean shaven when I was still a player. That's kind of a big league mustache.
I thought you'd say that. But when you're Wyatt Earp and you have a long ride, maybe over some tough terrain,
yeah,
which is kind of like being behind home plate as an umpire, those joints will fight back a little bit.
Yeah, after a while, sure.
He had some problems between innings. Actually, Dave Edwards, athletic trainer for the Diamondbacks, came out and checked him out as that one was belted to center field. The play is made and seems to be okay. We'll show you that in a minute, but first the lineup for the Diamondbacks: Felipe Lopez, Chris Young, Justin Upton. By the way, Southwest Airlines brings it to you. Reynolds, Burns, and Snider. Ryan Roberts, Josh Wilson, and Max Scherzer. Mark Reynolds, of course, as you saw, at first base.
That's got to be a thrill for him to be playing over there.
Anyway, here are the numbers on Scott Olson, left-hander. All kinds of potential. I mean, that has never, ever been a question about Olson.
No question. This guy's got very good stuff. Very good fastball, breaking ball, changeup. Sometimes he can fight wildness. Sometimes he can, well, he gets in his own way a lot of times as well.
Did he? He did not go around. Let's make Casey Moser out there at first helping him out. Rob Drake is at second. Paul Emmel is at third. And it was Emmel who came down and checked on Hahn. Make sure he was all right as Young fouls that one into the seats. This is early before the first batter of the game. Checking that knee out, bothering him a little bit. Actually, right before the second batter, Nick Johnson, before he stepped in, and then he's feeling some discomfort, trying to, well, ride on, if you will.
Dave Edwards didn't look in any hurry to really help him out there, did it? You'll be okay. Attaboy, Dave.
About a little help from my guys.
What's the problem? Oh, your leg hurts? Sorry to hear that.
In on the hands, fly ball center field. Willie Harris is there. The Nationals defense already working, specifically Mr. Harris, who anchors that outfield, flanked by Willingham and Adam Dunn. Zimmerman, Cintron. How about Alex Cintron? Anderson, Hernandez, and Nick Johnson. Scott Olson, Will Nieves, who I'm sure when you read articles about last night's game, it wasn't predominantly mentioned that he saved the game. I mean, he came on defensively for Flores. Flores had taken a foul tip off his collarbone, played on in the game, but out of concern for his lack of throwing ability with a couple of runners on, Manny Acta took him out. He blocked no less than 3 spiked pitches in front of the plate with runners on second and third, including the last pitch of the game for a strikeout. Justin Upton into right field. It's a base hit in front of him now by Adam Dunn. Upton turning it on, easily getting to third. We saw the struggles for Dunn defensively as a Diamondback. We have seen them as a National in this series already with an error. Dunn pulled up short on the ball. He may tell you he could have caught. Not only did he pull up short, but then it got by him.
Well, Justin just flips one out in the outfield, and big Adam Dunn. He just whipped it. And by the time you see Justin, he took his time there. But he ended up getting over to third base. Always hard out of the box, you kids at home. Always. You never know when somebody like Big Adam Dunn might just decide to miss one.
Over the outside corner, 0-1 the count, a 17-game hitting streak. out of the box, going hard through the bag. That has, in the last 48 hours, been a theme, unfortunately, for Arizona.
There's another block from our old friend Nieves.
Yeah, he did that time and time again yesterday.
Well, this saves a run right here. Very well done. Keeping it right in front. That ball going nowhere.
Mark Reynolds with that pink bat in his hand, 1 for 7, 3 walks in this series. 3 strikeouts as well, though, as that one dives down and in. 2-1 the count. Yeah, for Upton, that streak at 17 games, 22 hits in his last 17 games. Mark Reynolds skied center field. Going back is Harris. He takes one peek, still going back. My goodness. It carried and carried, but the ballpark held it.
While you enjoy the game, we remind you to stay close to your surroundings. And from batted over film ball and from bats that never strike.
Back of the ballpark, and Max Scherzer is ready to go as he faces Willie Harris. Doug Davis last night, fabulous work on the mound. 6 innings, 1 earned run, 3 strikeouts. In on the hands, Willie Harris fouls it off. Did his part because the offense was, well, to be fair, they were in the tar pits. Doug wasn't in the tar pits. He had to be pinch hit for early.
Right.
Pitched well enough to pitch longer in the game, but they had to hit for him. And that pitch is high. 1-1 the count. One and two the count. Willie Harris. Baltimore, the White Sox, the Red Sox, and Atlanta. Managed to find his way into 140 games last year. Usually a 4th or maybe a 5th outfitter. He can run.
That's what he brings, just pure speed.
Well, look at the run on that fastball, Mark Grace.
That thing just dove. That one almost took Chris Snider's glove off.
Young right-hander born in St. Louis, Missouri, went to Missouri. In with a fastball. 3-2 the count. That pitch down the middle.
Yeah, just let it rip. You don't have to be too fine with your fastball, Max. Not to these little guys. See?
As we were saying.
Yeah, just.
Doug Davis, we were speaking of him as he watches Max work now, talking about his team as a whole, the struggles of late, and how individually they all need to be accountable and responsible.
If they don't know what the situation is, they should probably look in the mirror, as even myself, you had a got to go out there and do your job, no matter what it is. Whether it's getting over, sacrificing your at bat, whatever it is, making the play in the outfield, making the play in the field, whatever. I mean, we're just not executing.
So certainly, as he said, I need to heed those own words. Never mind when someone says something like that that's a little bit more pointed, especially when he includes himself. You know, when you include yourself, the 1-0. Topper, Alex Cintron. The only thing missing now is having Carlos Baerga in the lineup as well. His good buddy.
I'm sure he's over there in the visiting locker room. Probably came in the limo together. Alex and Carlos used to always come together in the limo.
The 1-1 to the former Diamondback. Boy, good pitch.
He didn't get the call there again from Bill Hahn. Strike 1 and 2 haven't been too difficult, but getting Bill Hahn to get that third strike's been tough.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Changeup is away. 3-2 the count. Max Scherzer.
There they are. Back in the day.
Doesn't get the call again. That one is away. So Cintron walks. And here is Will Nieves, who deserves respect as a catcher at this moment.
Catcher number 23.
Last night of the ballgame, Joel Hanrahan pitching. And this is one of about 5 blocks with runners on second and third. Then to end the ballgame, again another block. Chad Tracy is erased. And every good pitcher is taught respect your catcher. How much should you respect him? That's how much you should respect him.
That's great.
Not out there shaking his teammates' hands or patting himself on the back, cleaning up for his catcher.
Taking care of his catchers. Hine snatcher.
And as I tell you folks, and you too, Grace, I mean, it was one of those moves that wouldn't have been made. And we're not saying Flores wouldn't have blocked those balls, but you think about it. You know, he comes off the bench. Sure, he had been stretching a bit in the cage, but to come off the bench and immediately be blocking balls like that.
Well, then you practice it. And you work on it until you're just bruised all over in spring training. Because it's always gonna happen. You're gonna have to get ouch.
That's what caused Flores his time in the game. Played a few more innings and then finally came out, Mark Grace.
Man. Can't even get his gear off.
One and one the count to Will Nieves. And Flores, treatment city today, trying to get everything feeling better. He didn't even dress today at this point. I mean, he wore street clothes to the ballpark, just not in uniform. Fouled off. Thought I'd be specific. 1-2 the count. Max Scherzer, 12 starts, 7 starts with 5 or more innings and 2 earned runs or less. 7 runs scored in that time. 7 runs scored in those starts, or 1.6 runs per game. Line drive, Nieves. His reward for being fine defensively is a base hit to the right side, and Justin Upton shoots it right back in.
Boy, what a break the Diamondbacks got there. Alex Cintron could have easily gotten to third base, but just decided to pull up at second. This ball is shot over to the left, and you can see right there he could have easily gotten to third base there. So a big thank you from Max Scherzer to Alex Cintron.
Snider wants to talk about things. He has been given the assignment, as has Max Scherzer, on the bunt play. But again, you find yourself concerned for Max, not that he can't dominate and work out of these jams, but already in the second inning, 37 pitches with 1 out here in the second inning.
That's too many for Max, because he's going to have a very short outing unless he gets a little more economical.
That one is bunted foul. And speaking with A.J. Hinch, basically the same response and the same amount of guidance to Max that Bob Melvin had. You know, about 100, I look very closely, but if there are a lot of pitches early, then I have to look even closer. I mean, both managers, the former and the current, had the same view of Max Scherzer. Oh, and 1 the count. Olsen trying to give him an out. Let's see if they can get it. Bunks that one foul. 0-2 the count.
You know, Olsen doesn't look right now that he wants a whole lot of the batter's box right now. He's really jabbing at it, not sticking his nose down in there to try to get that bunt down, keeping his fanny in the dugout.
He's actually still seated on the bench in part. In other words, he's a little bit human, not as much ball player at this point. He got that one down, but Max right off the mound, and a nice play firing to Roberts.
A very firm bunt that time. Max, a good athlete, gets it over there in plenty of time. Ryan Roberts, the third baseman, takes care of it. Thursday night, Darren, a special tribute to former ASU football coach Bruce Snider, who lost his battle with cancer. It starts at 6:30 p.m. with a spotlight special that showcases Coach Snyder's life and career. Next, the classic 1996 Nebraska ASU football game. That was a big league game.
Shutout.
When the Sun Devils shut out the Huskers when the Huskers were #1. Then an encore of the spotlight special. Don't miss this tribute to Coach Snyder. Thursday night, only on Fox Sports Arizona.
Well done, Mark Grace. Certainly worthwhile watching. You can see what Anderson Hernandez has done. He doesn't get the day off today. Not when you're hitting like that. You don't want the day off.
Golly.
That one dives low to Hernandez. Was a member of the New York Mets in 05, 6, and 7. Man out of the Dominican Republic. On base percentage this year is .410. You know, you're a singles and a walks guy. When you're on base is .410 and you're slugging .380. But when you're a leadoff hitter, no one complains. In on his hands, Roberts racing, but it bounces into the seats.
Well, he just chewed him up with that fastball in. Take a look at a Max Scherzer fastball with some teeth right on the inside corner. Anderson Hernandez, as good as he's been, he's having trouble catching up with Max's heat.
Two and 1 the count, a couple of runners on. And the count 2-2 now. Max Scherzer, when he is right, a ground ball pitcher in his career. 96 ground ball out, 78 in the air. Max will tell you when I'm right, I'd much rather be on the ground. He has studied enough in stats to understand the home run for fly ball rate in the big leagues. The 2-2. Lifted into left field. See Max, that's a fly ball that stayed in the ballpark. Max debated, but the big league average about 7.8%. Huh, Max?
Oh, I love it when you go to the stats.
Ha ha.
And welcome back to the ballpark. No score between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Washington Nationals. Eric Burns coming to the plate. It's time for our good sport of the week on Sunday. And this week's good sport is Alex Ford of Red Mountain High School. Did not make the swim team as a freshman, but he went to workouts every day from 5 a.m. to 7 a.m., guys. Worked so hard he finished second in the state and is now going to the United States Military Academy at West Point and will swim for them. We want to wish Alex good luck. If you have a good sport of the week, contact us at Fox Sports Arizona. Guys?
Big Mac, nice job.
Great story.
Wish him well and congratulate him well and take the pool by storm when you hit college in the military academy. Eric Burns to lead it off. Eric at 177, 3 homers, 8 RBIs, and on base of 239 this year. And he takes away, but the last few days have been a little bit better for Mr. Burns. 4 for 7 with a double, an RBI, and a stolen base in this series. And what we were seeing, Mark Grace, just to bring you in on what we're sharing with the folks, is more of that, more line drives. And
yeah, he was having problems with fly balls, pop-ups and fly balls. Starting to get on top of the ball a little better. Hit the top of that baseball, you youngsters. Find the top of it and hit that part of it.
That pitch is in. 2-1 the count to Eric Burns, because big picture, even with the 4 for 7, Burnsy 5 for his last 37. So the struggles they had been mighty. To right field, that one goes. Adam Dunn is there, makes the play as only he can. Our key to the game. Clean really is the key, there's no doubt. But in this case, on this Mother's Day, she might say, clean your room, clean up after yourself, clean the garage, clean your plate also. I worked hard to make that dinner for you. Our Arrowhead, Brown & Brown, and Superstition Springs Chevy dealers, key to the game. Clean your plate.
Yeah, eat your green beans, the corn, clean your plate. Does that tie into the baseball as well there, Darren?
Well, as you say, Gracie, it's kind of a double meaning, as most of them do. First and foremost, and most importantly, it's Mother's Day. Well, we honor Mom with that key, and all of our moms definitely said that to us along the way. But the tie into baseball is, well, the plates have been full. There have been runners on base a lot in these two games in against Washington and with the new skipper. I mean, there have been plenty of opportunities and plenty of runners out there. No one's cleaning their plate, though.
Nobody is taking care of the business with the runners in scoring position, huh?
Yeah, it's been a very tough go. So clean your plate today.
Clean your plate. I like it.
Good enough?
And by the way, remember last week when I left you for a couple of days?
You left Milwaukee.
Left Milwaukee.
Candyman?
Yeah, Candyman came in, and there was a couple of wins that I had missed in Milwaukee.
Oh, and he let you know about it.
Oh, yeah. Well, and so did you.
Oh, did I?
Oh, sure. And, well, I leave for a couple of days, and I noticed Matt Williams didn't have the same luck. Is that, did I'm sure you mentioned something to him about that, didn't you?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I wasn't. He wasn't. He was terrible, actually. His luck was terrible.
Was it? There he is.
Yesterday I got the angry guy face. I mean, he just had it.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I don't like that face from Matt Williams. If you get it, if he gives it to you, run.
I tried to, but then I realized I was attached to a headset.
That's a
and
great
it pulled me
point.
right back into my seat.
His beautiful wife, Erica, with him. So he had his ire up a little bit, huh?
He did.
Didn't like the questions? I understood there were some questions he didn't care for.
Well, he was frustrated about the team's play. I mean, as a teammate, what was Matty like when you guys dropped 4 of 5 and, he was 1 for 16 during that time? Was he a joy to be around?
He was like a polar bear that ain't ate in a week.
That was kind of about the 7th inning yesterday.
Well, we called him the Big Marine. He's the Big Marine.
Chris Snider, we call him Snide Piece, and he draws the walk. I gotcha.
I didn't have time to get to my laugh button.
The governor actually called him that. I can't claim that. Oh, we honor moms on this Mother's Day.
Billingsley. June Cleaver. Yeah. Are you old enough to remember Leave It to Beaver?
Certainly, in syndication. Not the originals like you.
Golly. What a great show.
For you, when you were a young man, you had to like all those shows on radio before TV.
Well, no, we're not quite going to Amos and Andy or anything like that now. Come on.
1-0 the count to Roberts.
Remember those? Remember Milton Berle like it was yesterday.
And Mark Grace, a young man, he stood and cheered when on radio for the first time he heard the voice of Vin Scully as he debuted as the Dodgers announcer.
I still remember Burl Ives shocking the world with the War of the Worlds. Oh, memories.
The 1-1. Line base hit left field. Roberts, who doubled last night as a pinch hitter, in his next at bat lines one to left. Taking advantage of his opportunity, Ryan Roberts, his third start of the season.
Well, he just gets an off-speed pitch right in the middle of the zone, and he just drills it into left field. That's nice to see. Offense needs a spark. Maybe it's Ryan Roberts today to give it that much-needed spark. Maybe it's Burl Ives. Oh, Burl. Did you ever read about that? Where he made up that the Martians were attacking, or Orson Welles.
Orson
Burl
Welles.
Ives. Orson Welles. Well, that's not really even close. Orson Welles.
My friend, you woke up in Philadelphia this morning. You're just fine. Don't worry about it.
Rough day.
Here is Josh Wilson.
Just a hit with runner in scoring position will make me and Matt Williams happy.
It'll wake you up a little bit.
Wake
Get a
me
little
up.
jolt of
Speaking of that, you have
coffee.
an energy drink for me?
We have a whole fridge full of them, pal. We're ready to go. The Diamondbacks since September 1 of 2008 hitting just 181 with runners in scoring position. The next lowest in the big leagues during that time, 229. It's not tonight. It's not the last few nights. It's been a couple of months, and it's been a real tough go in this situation.
Well, that's how you win and lose games. When you get the hits with runners in scoring position, you win a lot of games. When you don't, well, you lose a lot of games, and that's been the story. A high strike there from Olsen. All right, I'm having an energy drink, Darren.
Looking for a hit as the skipper looks on. The energy drinks flow.
I need about 8 of these. I have.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that man's got energy drinks in his system, natural. Gracie enjoying an amp. Our good friends from Pepsi running it by to the right side and bounds into the stands. By the way, don't forget about the all-you-can-eat section at Chase Field. Starting at just $30, including an inside diamond level seat plus all your favorite ballpark food. Hot dogs, Pepsi, popcorn, all you can eat, chips as well. 602-514-8400. dbacks.com/all-you-can-eat. My boy Matty. They're 2-2. Into the seats again. You notice all the fun we've been having with Matt Williams, Mark Grace.
Yes.
When you're not here, I would never do that to you.
Of course not.
No, just wanted to make that clear. I mean, I'm with you all the time.
Hi, Matty. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. I missed you. Stop it, he's saying. Hi, Erica. Good to see you, honey. Yes, absolutely. Somebody's ratting us out, Darren.
I think he has in-seat plasmas in his section. I think he's watching. There's that mean face.
That's the I'm fed up with Grace face.
The 3-2. And that one is fouled off. Those of you that are texting Matt Williams, if you could, in text form, send him a message that I'm still curious why Major League managers when they do the shift, don't leave the shortstop at shortstop and move the third baseman around and play behind second. If you could text Matt that and tell him to look up here when he finds out, we'd love to know. That's what got him going last night.
Not really getting it.
I'll tell you in a minute. 3-2. Fly ball, center field. As we continue, what has kind of become Mr. Toad's wild ride, this telecast.
Okay. So Matt got upset about what? A shift situation?
A shift situation, yes.
Okay.
Now that he has more people. I want to remind you, by the way, we have Orson Welles on the right,
yes.
Burrow Lives on the left.
Well, they look the same.
On the right, that kind of looks like what Matt Williams looked at me like last night.
Yeah, that's Orson Welles. Whoops. Kind of an Orson Welles-ish look there. And Matt kind of gave you an Orson Welles look, huh?
Oh.
Burl Ives. Have a holly jolly Christmas.
Max realizes again he's got to do it himself. Chip Hale says, I've got to push the envelope. He sends him on around. Snider safe at the plate. A hit with a runner in scoring position delivered by the starting pitcher. Max now 3 for 9 this year.
Well, he picks out a first pitch fastball, belt tied down the middle, and just yanks it right through the hole. Kudos to Chip Hale. I mean, you got to send him in this situation. You're struggling to score runs. Make the defense make a play. Max Scherzer, I love it. If you want something done, do it yourself.
First big league RBI, and good for him.
Good for the team. That'll make Matt a little happier.
Washington winners of 5 of their last 6. Arizona losers of 6 of their last 7. And here is Felipe Lopez. Roberts really bouncing around, locking up Olsen, who decided I'm not going to move. On this Mother's Day, Felipe this morning honoring his lovely wife Jen, mother of his family. You know how it goes on Mother's Day. If you haven't watched TV over the years with ball players, they'll find the announcer as time is called again. They'll find the announcer. Hey, you know, mom or my grandma,
my wife or my mom, or yeah, sure.
Mention some names. So I'll throughout the day mention a few that have been mentioned to me. Day for mom to enjoy a cool beverage.
I agree. They earned it.
Matter of fact, every day is a good day for mom to enjoy a cool beverage. Pitch is low, 1-0 the count. Dad as well.
Now you're talking.
Switch hitter batting right-handed. And the struggles certainly have touched everyone. I mean, here's a guy who's hitting over 300, just not hitting, as you can see, good changeup away.
Well, that is a teeny tiny one there. Change up, down and away.
Pink bat wagging back and forth. Ground ball to the right side. Johnson to the bag, and he beats Lopez. But a timely hit gives the Diamondbacks a run. Not by the cleanup hitter, not by some big-time slugger like that man. It was the pitcher.
Suns basketball, and you see Dan Marley taking in the game today, watching Max Scherzer work on the mound. Dan Marley, of course, an assistant coach for the Phoenix Suns. His boss, Alvin Gentry, the interim coach last year, taking over for Terry Porter. Now Alvin Gentry is the head coach for good. Signing a deal with the Suns yesterday, Alvin Gentry, the head coach, went 18-13 down the stretch with the Suns. He takes over, and hopefully we'll see old Thunder there on the bench with him next season as well. And you know, guys, we did have Dan out here taking some BP last year, and he actually probably could have played in the big leagues if basketball wanted to gobble him up first. Guys?
Thank you very much, sir.
Oh, no.
Gracie shut that down. Here's a slugger, Max Scherzer, going back to work.
He does have some power, though. He can take some batting practice. I've seen him hit some balls in the seats.
Was he the big bopper?
No, you're the big bop.
All right. Just want to get that straight.
No, he hit a few balls in the seats, but as far as major league material, absolutely not.
1-1 the count to Nick Johnson.
I'm sure I will hear about that from Thunder Dan. And I'll tell him to his face, nope, you wouldn't have been in the big leagues.
The 1-1.
Gas.
Good fastball. 1-2 the count.
You're going to have to speed that bat up a little bit, Nick Johnson, to catch up with that 95-mile-an-hour fastball.
And for Nick this year anyway, lefties have handled him, righties have faded. He's hitting .351 against right-handed pitching. Max has the stuff to shrink numbers like that. Give him a changeup. Look at this play by Mark Reynolds. Got him. You called it early. I'll let you take the replay. A better fielder as a first baseman, a better leader. There he goes.
The dive to the line and the throw to Max Scherzer. A nice play on both ends there. Mark Reynolds. Now this is new territory for him. Now, he's not a first baseman by trade. That's a super play.
You said it with a lot of fun, obviously, but it's fun to see him make a play like that.
Well, athleticism is not his problem. He's got a lot of that. He just looks so much sturdier, like a big redwood tree out there with that first base glove on.
1-0 the count to Ryan Zimmerman. Oh, boy. Change up, by the way, folks.
Beautiful pitch.
Yeah. Zimmerman singled back in the first inning, hitting streak now at 28 games. As that one misses away. To extend his hitting streak yesterday, he homered. And with regard to that streak, it's interesting when you talk about 28 games. On 5 occasions, he has homered to extend the streak. 5 of the 28 games. In a fastball. And it was a key homer last night. Made a great defensive play and then did that.
That is a long, long way to slug a baseball out there.
Let the battle begin. Hitters count. Fastball with a good heat on it right by him. Looking forward to that. You knew Zimmerman was coming out of his shoes. You knew Max was coming after him. 3-1. Here it was.
Well, he just elevated it up and in. Zimmerman came up short. Right by him. Try one more of those. Zim. Gas.
Oh, my, is that fun to watch. 96 with that late life. As we show you late life, Gracie, what exactly is it again?
Well, it gets halfway there and then just something releases, bang, and it's past Ryan Zimmerman. Not only that, but on the inside corner, really tied up Zimmerman a couple of times there. It's great to see two young studs going at it like that. Zimmerman got him in the first with a base hit. This time it was Scherzer's turn to win. Big Adam Dunn's been hitting some home runs here, hadn't he?
Oh, he has. You bet he has. He took Doug out to left center. I mean, just waited and drove the ball out the other way. He got a pitch from Yusmeiro Petit that was about where that last one from Scherzer just went, and just stepped across the plate and pulled it out.
And just hooked it.
Yeah, I'm ready to hit a homer now. And he is the same quality individual in that locker room.
He's a good guy, fun guy. 3-0.
Yusmeiro on the disabled list, shoulder problems. Ryan Augenstein, by the way, and we'll tell you more about it, starting up from Double-A, starting on Wednesday for the Diamondbacks. As that one is fouled off, you bet 3-0 green light. 3-1 the count. Saw Adam on Friday, walked into the clubhouse, said, "So, anything new over on your side?" Uh-oh. No way. One in every game. Look how far that ball went. Up into the pregame set area just about. We're tied at 1, and for Dunn, home run number 10. He just spun that right around.
3-1. You turn Matt Scherzer into a one-pitch pitcher, and Adam Dunn, boy, he just killed that fastball right down the middle. Way, way out of here. Goodness, that one hit McClune.
Breaking ball, strike one, drops a slider in on it. Max Scherzer, when you talk about long balls, is this another? There's Young on the move, looking up. It's gone. I was about to say Scherzer had given up just one home run all year prior to Dunn's homer. Now he's given up 2 in succession, back-to-back homers. And it's 2-1. Third on the year for Willingham.
2 very, very long home runs. Man. That's what happens when you go down the middle in the major leagues. Max has thrown 2 balls in the middle of the plate. Adam Dunn and now Willingham, long home runs. Remember the pitches to Zimmerman, the strikeout pitches on the inside corner, on the outside corner? That's what leads to the strikeouts. You go down the middle, especially these big, strong national hitters, those balls will go a long way.
Now Stoudemire Jr. out to pay a visit to his prized prospect. A.J. Hinch gets a full report when he returns, as that first pitch, a fastball up and away to Willie Harris. Goodness. One and one the count. Infield, well, on the corners especially, in Roberts and Reynolds in case he drops a bunt down. Outfield straight up, probably could even come in a bit. That fastball is high. 2-1 the count to Harris. Adam Dunn with a homer. And then Josh Willingham, and Dunn's may still be traveling. That one is wide. Mark McClune out there below the set. Mark, how far did that ball go?
Well, it would have gone a lot farther if the trash can 6 inches to the right of me would not have been standing there. I had actually had my back turned, looked up, saw Dunn hit the ball, and I don't know what the pitch speed was as Scherzer delivered it, but I guarantee it was a lot faster when it left the park, and luckily no one was walking by out here in the mall. That thing was smoked.
The guy standing next to you actually looks like Adam. Is that Adam out there standing right next to you?
No, but he is on the phone, and he did catch the ball. He's a Mariner fan.
Adam Dunn caught Adam Dunn's home run. Look at that. Good to have Adam Dunn chasing his own home run ball down. That one is fouled off. You with me on that one?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
There's a lot of Adam Dunn in that film.
Look at that. I mean, come on. It's always good when you show a guy and he turns around. Yep, it's over here. Nope, No. Stand up, sit down, fight. 0-1. The walk to Harris. Now you hope that what happens. Max already at 69 pitches in the third inning.
Goodness. Going to probably have to see a lot of bullpen from the Diamondbacks. There's another throw over.
Talk about this Washington team 2-0 in this series. And 5-11 overall on the road this year. They were 3-11 on the road coming in.
Manny Acta with my former skipper Jim Riggleman standing next to him.
Good guy.
One of my favorite managers. Max having a lot of trouble finding the strike zone now. I think, like any young pitcher, man, you give up a couple of back-to-back bombs, you get a little shook up out there.
Diamondbacks trying to avert a sweep, no doubt about it. The Nationals last swept a road series last June 13th, 14th, and 15th at Seattle. Little help there. 2-2 the count.
Max got Alex Cintron to chase one up and out of the zone. Thank you very much. That's kind of the way it's been going for these D-backs. Just having trouble stringing any success together.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuce is wild here. Runner goes. And flipped into the seats, hanging around is Alex Cintron. Want to remind all of you about that 10-pack plus. Put it together however you want. 10 tickets and a combination of games and seats for just $120, plus a $10 gift card. Good friends with Fry's. Call 602-462-4600 or visit dbacks.com. Good Mother's Day gift. Bouncing ball. Lopez there to make the play for the out. First time ever back-to-back homers in the big leagues off of Max Scherzer.
Hopefully it'll last.
Chit-chatting about baseball. We chit-chat about baseball with you on this Family Day, this Kids Day. Let's learn a little bit. It's time to go D-backs to basics.
In improving your baseball and softball skills, then contact the D-backs training centers at dbacks.com/camps or call 1-800-821-7152.
Upcoming episodes of D-Back to Basics starring Matt Williams and Tom Candiotti. Mark Grace doing some teaching. Happy Mother's Day, by the way. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, all you. Well, moms
Oh, man.
famous moms like that. As that one.
Carol Brady.
Yes.
Carol Brady. I forgot her real name.
Florence Henderson.
Florence Henderson. Very good. Wonder what Mrs. Ives is up to today.
Base hit right field. Young in this series has been making a concerted effort to go that way. He had a triple to right on Friday night. And this time a lightning bolt single. All right, let's see how long he stays there.
Justin Upton.
Olsen will boast a really strong ability to hold base runners. 30 stolen bases against in his career, 24 thrown out. And right over the top of that one is Justin Upton. As a matter of fact, he has had, of those caught stealings, 10 of them on his own, where he has picked a runner off and they've gotten thrown out at second base. Saying happy Mother's Day to, as you saw down at the bottom, cast and crew and some of the moms of our television team. Do that on a couple of occasions throughout this game. 1-1 the count to Justin Upton. About ready for a homer with a pink bat.
Are you?
Oh, yeah. I think it's coming here.
No, the Nationals hit a couple home runs with a pink bat.
Pink bat, Sedona red uniform. That's exactly right.
Now you're talking.
That's exactly right.
Like to maybe see it from Justin Upton?
We're going to.
Maybe hit number 7 here.
And that one is away. 2-1 the count. Upton singled in the first inning. That hitting streak now at 17 games. It was a line drive in front of Adam Dunn. Adam Dunn overran it. Upton ended up at third. That's the lone error in this ball game. Pitch is high. 3-1 the count.
All right, now would be a good time for Justin to just single out one pitch in one location. If he gets it, I mean, go ahead and swing for Friday's front row. And he has the power to get it there.
Feeling it. Runner at first, 3-1. Perfect pitch.
Very well done. Right on the outside corner. Justin was looking for something inside, and good. Don't swing at that pitcher's pitch. Go ahead and take it. See if you can get maybe a mistake here from Olsen.
The 3-2. Fouls that one off to the right side. Justin sending out a very happy and healthy, and a nice play made by a fan out there. That's why you bring your glove. Very happy and healthy Mother's Day to his mom, Yvonne. He wanted to send that out.
See if we can send out a stolen base or a base runner here. He was not running on that 3-2 pitch. Kind of surprising to me.
Still staying put, and that one is fouled off. Sign sent in from AJ to Chip Hale. Chip Hale flashes the signs. Hint saying yesterday that your obvious guys, Lopez and Young and Upton and Reynolds and Burns, green light.
He's got the red light right now.
Maybe self-imposed. He'll take a base runner either way. That's ball 4. Very carefully pitching to Justin Upton. He envisioned what could have been a long ball as well. So Matty Actis, his squad's in trouble. Looking for runs. Bottom line, folks, we're looking for runs for a lot of reasons. One reason, free tacos.
Oh,
there's no doubt about it.
We haven't had any tacos in a while.
It's been a while. They're waiting on us. Just can't claim them. Anytime the D-backs score 6 or more, Taco Bell is giving away three free tacos with the purchase of a large drink between 4 and 6 the following day at participating locations. A new element to the show, Gracie.
There they are.
The tacos want to be had so badly. They want runs to be scored so much that they have arrived on set.
Yes, I would love 3 tacos, but I don't want them to have arms and hands.
Here's Mark Reynolds. Fly to center field, just missed one back in the first inning. Change up, he would not bite. Nice take.
It's a very good take, and that was a very well executed changeup. Somehow Reynolds was able to lay off.
It all kind of sets up. You have the pink bat for Mother's Day. You have the first baseman's glove that he now wears. He's primed for a timely hit. Runners on the move. Throw is behind. A slide, and now Upton's in a rundown. Here comes Chris Young. He's in a rundown. Still in a rundown. Tagged out. The throw. Upton all the way to third. Look forward to your evaluation of this one. Unique to say the least.
Boy, well, a great jump there, but Justin Upton got left at the gate at first base, and he ended up going late. A very wise move by Nieves throwing to second base. And really a great job by Chris Young once he stole third base, staying the run down long enough for Upton to get to third. Well, when you're struggling to score runs, Darren, you got to make sure you clean up all the other facets of the game. The base running, we saw it last night. That famous and often 9-2 put out. You got to run the bases correctly. You got to run them with some smarts. You can't just continue to run into outs like that.
A rocket to Cintron that knuckled, nearly hit him in the chest. Can't hit it any harder, but he is retired, and that runner remains at third still.
That's just bad luck there. Mark Reynolds just scalds that one right at Alex Cintron.
So here's Eric Burns. Eric line to right back in the second inning. You can see that change-up grip, circle change, wrapped around that baseball, and he fires away. Olson, starting pitcher for the Florida Marlins, has that man frustrated. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Double-digit winner in 6 and 7 with the Marlins. That pitch is low. Yeah, Olson in 2006 was 12 and 10 with a 4.04 ERA. What a nice year.
Boy, that says a lot right there. 5 for 67. Oh dear.
2-1 the count. Perfect pitch when you're in a hole and you're a pitcher. Pull the string. Two-one. To the right side. Long run. Adam Dunn still going. That's a fair ball. Burns racing on around into second. The Diamondbacks tie it up. Eric Burns twice has gone that way. The second time he is rewarded. And in this 3-game series, he now has 5 hits and a pair of RBIs.
He just rifles it down the right field line. Adam Dunn can't catch up with it, just inside the line. So big 2-out RBI for Eric Burns. Boy, that's something the Diamondbacks have really been needing and missing. Those big 2-out hits that really take the steam out of the opponent.
And also a hit with a runner in scoring position. Oh, 0-1 the count to Chris Snider. Talk about right-handers this year against Olson. Not only are they hitting .314, they're slugging .619 against him this year. Right-handers have been tearing him apart. Chris Young is 1 for 2. Justin Upton, he's 1 for 1. Reynolds, he hit a bolt, but he is 0 for 2.
2 bolts.
That's right, to center as well. Oh, and 2, looks at a strike.
That was a fastball right down the middle, belt high. Snider took it.
Chris hit just 150 in April, and so far in the month of May, just 10 days in, hitting over 300 this month. Down the line it goes, off speed out front of it. Cincinnati Reds come to town. Dusty Baker and his crew heading on in. They're still playing. They're hosting St. Louis 8-7. The score, St. Louis leading bottom of the 10th. Bronson Arroyo, John Garland. That'll be tomorrow night. We'll have it for you. As that one bounces in there. Tuesday is Micah Owings against Dan Herron. Looking forward to that one.
That'll be a great one.
Johnny Cueto and the major league debut of prospect Brian Augenstein on Wednesday. Augenstein 5-0 with a .78 ERA in Double-A.
Is that any good?
I think it's pretty good. That pitch is low.
Well, they're putting some good at bats on Olsen here in the bottom of the third. Laying off some tough pitches. 62 pitches now for Olsen here in the third inning. We're already in the bottom of the third.
We better hang on tight. Flying along. Deuces everywhere, and that's good luck, you know, for a hitter. Yeah, Augenstein, look forward to talking about him, but the year he is having amongst all starting pitchers, full-time starting pitchers in the Southern League, he's #1 in ERA. Those guys that have done it all year long, 5-0. Snider belts it center field, well struck. Harris going back to the wall. He stumbles, looks up, over his head and off the wall. Burns scores easily. Another timely hit and another hit with a runner in scoring position. Chris Snider gets it done. Snider has been on twice today, and it's 3-2 Arizona.
Well, Snider just finished a terrific at bat. Fastball down the middle. He looks like he thought he got it out of there. It hits off the wall. And a big RBI double with 2 outs again. So the bottom of the order is starting to get things going. That'll bring up Ryan Roberts, who singled his first time up. It's nice to see, Darren.
The hits are a-coming. And the hits when they count are a-coming. At least in the last couple of innings for Arizona. Big swing, fouls it back. Got a great poll question if you could text us, and we'd love for you to play along. A, B, C, or D to 74499. Best gift for mom. Breakfast in bed, flowers, chocolates, brunch. What do you think the best gift for mom is?
Or E, an autographed photo of Mark McClune.
No. 1-1 the count.
Oh, come on.
Nope.
McClune's our guy. I tried to help Mac out. My bad.
Yeah, you did. Not going to vote for that. The 1-1. That pitch is low. 2-1. E, an autographed photo of Mark Grace.
I was expecting a long, loud buzzer right there.
Well, I was hoping for it. We didn't get it.
I was thinking with you.
The 2-1. Didn't mean to. Rolls it to the right side. The timely hits have unveiled themselves here in Phoenix, Arizona. And when you look very closely, They're enjoyable, aren't they? Enjoyable for all involved. Oh, happy Mother's Day. Anyone more loving than Mother Goose? And
goodness.
wise as well. And, of course, from one goose to another.
Well, that's a duck, but that's okay.
Who managed the 1952 Fort Wayne Daisies of the All-American Girls Professional Baseball League on this Mother's Day? We ask you that question. I'm guessing it's a well-known name.
What a terrible question.
Ty Cobb.
Somebody's mother.
Oh, it's I bet it's a former big leaguer. I'm guessing it's a former big leaguer. Honus Wagner.
Babe Ruth. I give up. Max Scherzer back to work here in the top of the fourth.
You're done?
I'm done. Go ahead and turn your computer on. I'm sure you'll find it.
Will Nieves from Scherzer. They're offering a hint, by the way, on this Mother's Day themed question in the truck. I'll take a hint, gentlemen and ladies.
Tom Hanks.
Oh, there's no crying in baseball. Jimmy Dugan. League of their own. That's our Geico quote. Our Geico quote. You know what's funny? That buzz, I knew that Jimmy Dugan wasn't the guy, so that was really. I don't appreciate that. Here's the 1-2. That was very sophomoric and self-serving to buzz like that. 2-2 the count.
I heard somebody really went after you and Maddie.
My friend, I never even got to my sophomore year, so it's not even worth talking about. Bouncing ball, it's gobbled up over there. And in time for the out. Somebody has to know it out there. See if my laptop still works.
Oh, I'm sure it does.
You think? About Jimmy Fox. I knew I hadn't even looked it up yet. That's the good news.
Oh, I know you folks don't believe that at home.
Hey, it's Mother's Day. I don't tell a tall tale on a Mother's Day. You know, Mom is watching. You can't tell fibs.
Well,
Scott Snider gave it to me on a piece of paper.
You just did.
Oh, no. I just told you where I got it from. Scott handed it over on a piece of paper.
And
I didn't get there.
He got it off his computer.
Well, that's fine, but
yes.
I didn't get it off of mine. The 1-1.
Gas.
1-2 the count. Scott doing a great job on this Mother's Day. Might want to get a shot of him.
Did he improve at all while I was gone these last 2 days?
No.
He's having a tough year.
Senior producer up here in the booth. The 1-2. Fouls that one back. First ballot Hall of Famer, of course, Jimmy Fox. And you see what he did, but of course had a chance to be a real life version of A League of Their Own, which is a great movie, by the way.
How'd he do?
Really well.
Well, do you remember the Silver Bullets?
Yes.
You remember what city did they represent? Denver? Was it Denver or was
Yes.
it Colorado? Was it Colorado Springs or was it Denver?
Yes.
Anyway, Phil Niekro was the manager of that team, Hall of Famer.
Yes, he
The
was.
Silver Bullets.
See, it turns out it's a pretty good question.
Well, it's not,
sparked
but
some
I mean,
interest with you.
Well,
His brother, the late Joe Niekro, was on that staff as well.
and the guy I played minor league ball with, a guy named Bruce Crabb, was on that team. Ouch. Ouch. That's just what Manny Acta needs to see as his starting pitcher whack one off his knee or his foot or whatever it was. Let's see where it gets him. Oh, the back foot, it looks like. Ow. Now, if you're Max Scherzer, you just rear back, throw it right down the middle. Then dispose of opposing pitcher right there. He didn't do it. That's ball 4.
An 8-pitch at bat. An 8-pitch at bat for Max Scherzer. And here in the year 2009, the second time through has been a big bugaboo for him. Batting average goes up about 50 points. Slugging percentage goes up. On base plus slugging goes up dramatically. Second time through the order for Max Scherzer. As that one is away.
You got the strike call from Bill Hahn there. Semi-generous.
That one.
Same pitch, same call.
On the corner. Hernandez doesn't like it at all.
Anderson Hernandez going, you got to be kidding me. He's throwing 95. I don't need that.
He's thinking to himself, no, wait a minute. You just walked my teammate, the pitcher.
Gas. Make him swing at it.
And a long look out there from Hernandez. Very interesting after the strikeout. On an 0 for 3 day. Took a long look out there at Max.
That's where if you're Max Scherzer, you say, why don't you head back to the dugout? What are you looking out here for? I just disposed of you on 3 pitches. Beat it. Now, if it was Albert Pujols or if it was but that's Anderson Hernandez.
You and I have had conversations like this before. Changeup went down and got it and lifts it into center field. A boatload of pitches, matter of fact 90, but he'll continue to work on and look to get that win. It's hanging in the balance, boy. 3-2 is the score. Arizona on top. Our Aflac trivia question. Talking about the Fort Wayne Daisies. Jimmy Fox that year, 67-42.
Wow.
League champs, not playoff champs, though.
That's nice. The Rockford Peaches. Ever been to Rockford, Darren?
Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
Mrs.
my
C.
goodness. Marion Cunningham. Marion Ross was her real name.
Well done.
Is her real name.
Well done.
Diamondbacks shortstop Josh Wilson.
And here's Josh Wilson. Happy Mother's Day, one and all, if you're looking on, wherever you may be. Olsen v. Wilson here to start things off. 90 pitches for Max Scherzer, 90 through 4 innings of work, leading it 3-2. Has to be dramatic, doesn't it?
Always. Good pitch there from Olsen.
This, of course, our Gila River hit it and win inning. Gila River Casino sign out there in left and right. A lucky fan watching today. $200,000 if that sign is hit. Fly ball right field at him. Dunn is there, and he makes the play. The jackpot grows by 10 grand every time the prize goes unclaimed. Visit dbacks.com/hit and win. One entry per person. Jim Davis playing for $200,000.
Golly. Let's get it. What do you think? You think Max can do it?
Sure. Why not?
Max is a good athlete. He's already driven in a run today.
One and 0 the count. And the count 1-1 to Max. He singled in a run. He did so back in the second inning. And Olsen misses away. Olsen 74 pitches as he works here in the fourth inning.
Oh, he had a good rip at a fastball from Olsen there.
The Washington Nationals, we told you the Diamondbacks host the Cincinnati Reds 3 consecutive night games. We'll see you out for those. The Nationals head to San Francisco. Foul that one off. They have a 3-game set against the Giants. Tomorrow's matchup, Daniel Cabrera, big fella, against another big fella, Randy Johnson. Give me a new ball. I'm fine.
Threw it right by him. 2 quick outs.
Second baseman Felipe Lopez.
Felipe Lopez is 0 for 2. Fly to center, grounded out. 4 for 11 in this series is Lopez. 325 games in which he played in a Nationals uniform. Hit .250 during that time. That changeup is strike 1. Lopez bouncing ball and a foul ball. Felipe tried the pink bat in his first at bat.
Said heck with it, huh?
Yeah. Wanted to move on, get back to the old piece of lumber.
I love you, Mom, but I'm going to go back to my trusty bat.
He takes in 1-2 the count. 2 runs, 5 hits, and an error for the Nationals. They've left 6. 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Diamondbacks. They've left 4. And look out over there, low Bundy. Played the ricochet nicely.
Very nicely.
Got you a gift, honey. No, that's all right.
She's looking, I really don't want it, thanks. And stop whacking me with it.
No, really. Here, happy Mother's Day. No.
That's okay. You keep it.
Two and two, the count. 3-2. 0-2 to 3-2, as you always say. And with 2 outs, let's see if Felipe can get something going.
Oh, I love the green wigs.
Well, what he is doing is putting a nice at bat on him, and we look back up that pitch count almost in the mid-80s now. And so Felipe continuing to hang around. Was an all-star in 2005. Remember the Cincinnati Reds. Oh my, on a short hop on a backhand. Couldn't do it. A great effort there by Zimmerman. But because of the way he had to play that baseball, amazing he played it at all. He couldn't get anything on the throw.
Yeah, he just couldn't get anything on the throw. Felipe was flying down the line. Well, he's fun to watch play baseball, isn't he, Ryan Zimmerman? He can beat you in so many ways.
I think Chris Young maybe could get it out there, hit it off the hit in the wind side. Bangs at home plate a couple of times. Chris wanted to send a loving happy Mother's Day out to his mom, Carolyn Reese.
Happy Mother's Day, Carolyn.
What a homer for Mom.
I was about to say.
200 grand for a fan.
Make Mom proud right here. I'm sure Mom's proud anyway, but just semi-prouder. Carr.
I've been waiting for that, my friend.
Let's go.
Everybody clap your hands. Come on, y'all. Check it out, y'all.
That gentleman's relaxed on that Mother's Day, isn't he? Pours that one in there. 0-1 the count. Pitch hit home run for Micah Owings today. St. Louis still won at 8-7, but Micah left the yard.
Pinch hit.
Pinch hit. That one down and away. 2-0 the count. Or check that. 1-1 the count. Bouncing ball, again Zimmerman up with it. And again put something on the throw. Incredible play, Ryan Zimmerman. Play the game, young man. Play the game.
Save a run.
Taking a peek up top in this 3-2 game in our APS rooftop solar cam here at Chase Field. Don't forget to install solar panels on top of your roof at home if you're able. Zimmerman, a couple of great plays, 1/2 inning ago. He now goes to work with a bat in his hand where he has been equally as good. And he takes the first pitch, strike one. 3-2 the score. Max Scherzer needs a 0 here, working in the 5th inning, and then will hang on for dear life as his bullpen looks to get him his first big league win.
Well, that's a pretty pitch there. Didn't get the call.
And as effective as he has been outside of the back-to-back homers, just too many pitches.
Yeah, pitch number 94 coming right now. Gas. And it looks like Zimmerman, well, he looks like he's having real problem getting to Max's fastball when it's middle in. Away, not a problem. He's swinging hard at that rascal too. Going something off speed. No, he went fastball and
Rushed.
out over.
So Zimmerman with the double off the right field wall.
That boy's good.
Right fielder Adam Dunn.
Fastball out over. That bat of his just makes a loud sound.
Max Scherzer has began his professional career 12 starts deep without a major league win. Mike Moeller and Bill Caudle in the early 90s and the late 70s went 20 games without winning a game to start their careers, as that one is fouled off. Adam Dunn, 3 home runs, 1 in each game. Friday, last night, and then his last at bat, smoked.
That one was killed.
1-1 the count to Dunn as that one misses away. But you look at this list and you look at the 12 games without winning a game for Max Scherzer, and you look at guys above him. Paul Abbott, he went 15 starts. Danny Jackson went 13. They all had high ERAs. That one lifted. Well struck left field. Did he get it? Eric Burns going back. That ball's gone. It is gone to left. Adam Dunn has a 4 home run series thus far. And a 2-homer game with that pink bat.
Well, when you're this strong, you don't have to get all of the ball. He just drives it out into the left field bullpen. Burns does everything he can. Big Adam Dunn comes back to bite the D-backs again for the 4th time. Goodness gracious.
Good pitch in on his hands. I'd love to tell you that for Adam it's sweet revenge against his old team or taking it out on his old team. That's not really his thoughts on his old team. He really likes these guys.
Yeah, he's just
enjoyed
playing.
coming over and trying to make a run at going to the playoffs. And became a free agent. He's just playing the game, as you said.
Just playing. He can hit. He can hit home runs. Good pitch there.
Well, here we are again. I mean, I just gave you the list. I didn't go down every one, but pitch count and score now coming in against Max Scherzer. Continuing a winless start to his major league career. A hot shot on 2 hops. In time for the out. Willingham is erased.
And you can see Max starting to fatigue. That's 3 balls this inning that have just been hit right on the button. A double, a homer, and now a bullet to the shortstop, Wilson. And that's the thing he's going to have to work on. Getting that stamina. Saving that bullpen.
In the last 55 years, only 11 pitchers have had a longer streak to start their career winless than Max Scherzer. No one even close to the 3.39 ERA on that list, though. No one even close. ERA's in the 6s and in the 7s. And starting it, of course, as a starter. Not relief pitcher, but starter. The 0-2. Popped up.
And that was a good pitch there. He just buried that one in on Harris's hands and gets the easy fly ball. When you stay out of the middle of the plate, you got a lot better chance. And that one went to the inside corner, and that one beat Willie Harris. Much to his chagrin. Very upset.
He'll be just fine. Change up, and that one is tapped foul. Alex Cintron, 0-1 the count.
Well, let's see if Max Scherzer can finish out the inning here, turn it over to his offense. Maybe his offense will get him some much needed help. Boy, he just ate him up with a fastball as well.
5 innings, 4 runs allowed. Mr. Dunn drove in 3 of them. He's homered 4 times on the weekend.
Mark McClune back with you at Chase Field. The Washington Nationals have taken a 4-3 lead on the Arizona Diamondbacks, who are swinging the pink bats today, wearing the pink wristbands to celebrate Mother's Day and breast cancer awareness. We're pleased to be joined by Linda Van Gelder right now, a mother with her family here, and also breast cancer has played a big part in your life. How has it touched your life?
Well, I'm a 2-time survivor. It'll be 5 years this September. I just want to tell everyone, you know, there's a lot of support out there if you are diagnosed. Don't ever feel like you're alone. And just give back when you can. My company, Alpha Community Management, we give back as much as we can, whenever we can. That's why we're out at things like this.
How would you sign up? What would you do, like, for the Race for the Cure? How do you get involved in that?
You could just go to Susan G. Komen.
Komen.org.
Yes, .org. And there's a 3-day or there's the 1-day, any of those to get involved. Or just if you have a little extra in your pocket, to send it in. It helps everybody out.
You're a 2-time survivor. Are you cancer-free?
Yes, I am right now.
It's great news, and great that you were out here with your family on Mother's Day. Thanks for speaking with us.
Thank you very much.
All right, guys, let's kick it back to the booth.
Thank you very much, Mark. And the awareness that is raised, these young ball players, pink bats, but the funds that are raised, most importantly in Major League Baseball, doing what they should do. It's nice that they do it, but they should do it for all their communities and the women in their communities. And so the count 2-2 on Justin Upton. 4-3 the score now. They are hitting for Max Scherzer here. I mean, obviously, runs are scored in this inning. These are Max's, and they need 2 to grab the lead. Upton hustling on around. Adam Dunn, the throw. He made a play out of it, but a double for Justin Upton. In scoring position, going the other way. And Justin, 2 for 2 today with a walk and a run score.
There's just not many other players at the major league or the minor league level that this is a double. That's how you bust it out of the box. He challenges Adam Dunn's arm. Dunn makes a good throw, but just Upton way too quick. Man, can he fly.
Here's Mark Reynolds. Fly to center, line to short. Both absolutely crushed. Change up, and I'm not surprised you saw that pitch.
He's gotten a couple fastballs and just smashed both of them, but he's 0 for 2.
He lined out to Seam-Tron back in the 3rd inning. And it nearly had Alex in the emergency room.
Exactly. If he didn't catch it, it would have been an ugly scene. Got to chase that slider that time.
And the count is 1-1. Well, the Diamondbacks wrap up this homestand, as we mentioned, with the Cincinnati Reds coming to town. 3 straight night games. Look forward to seeing you out here as Dusty Baker and his crew come rolling in. See the major league debut of Brian Augenstein, who has been incredible as he waves over that one. He has been incredible in Double-A. It's our Miller Lite What's Brewing. Bronson Arroyo, John Garland, Micah Owings, Dan Herron. There's a reason pitching-wise to be dialed into all of these games. I'll look forward to doing those games. 1-2.
You and me both. See if they can get something going for Max here. Oh, he got a hanging slider that time and missed it.
So he goes down on strikes. Upton remains at second.
Boy, this is just a hanging slider right down the middle somehow, some way. Mark Reynolds couldn't make contact.
All right, let's see if Eric Burns can pick him up. Four, 3 the score. Olsen, very deliberate.
Yeah. That is very well said, Darren Sutton. Already in the 5th. Surprised that play didn't work.
I mean, I'm sure a lot of guys out there. We got a Mother's Day dinner to cook for Mom. Get home.
Are you making dinner tonight?
Oh, it's all lined up.
What are you making? Once starting at about 9 o'clock.
It'll be looking forward to having a midnight snack.
Well, what are you making?
Hold on,
You're
I'll
cooking?
tell you. I'll tell you after this run is driven in.
You're cooking for Kristen and the girls, huh?
Yeah. Doing scallops.
Wow.
With a side, kind of a relish with the scallops of avocado and honeydew melon.
Wow.
There's a good chance I'm going to ruin all of it.
Well, scallops are kind of testy.
Lifted, deep left field. Happy Mother's Day! Out of here! Start thinking good thoughts, doing things for Mom. All that good karma and mojo surrounds this diamond. Did it with a pink bat.
Burns just hammers that ball, hanging change up. And there's Max Scherzer in the dugout, fired up. I like that. I like to see that. And that'll make Scott Olsen testy. Diamondbacks have really done a good job this afternoon, Darren, of answering punches. They've been doing a good job of counter punching. Max has given up 3 home runs. He's given up 4 runs in all. But the Diamondbacks, to their credit, have counter punched very well here this afternoon.
Cleaning their plates.
Speaking of that, I want to go back to the scallops.
We don't have to. I'm already very overwhelmed and nervous. The 2-0. That one's low. 3-0 the count.
Yeah, if you don't cook them just right.
I know.
You know, your boiler will go south.
I know. Garrett Mock is warming in the pen.
Scallops. Ball 4.
That is ball 4 to Chris Snider.
I would imagine it's going to be close to game over here for Scott Olson. Mock just now getting ready out in the bullpen.
So now Roberts.
Third baseman Ryan Roberts.
Ryan Roberts on this Mother's Day. He's got a happy Mother's Day to his wife Kim, who is a mom-to-be, and his mom Catherine.
Happy Mother's Day. I'm sure you can get some avocado and honeydew melon.
I can cook some mac and cheese, though, my friend.
I'm telling you. Looking forward to that scallop. Save one for me, maybe?
Well, we'll see how it goes. Flipped into the seats.
I'll tell you.
You ever cooked them?
I've tried. They're not easy.
Oh, boy.
They're not easy. I wrap mine in bacon.
That might be the
Bacon
way to
wrap
go.
scallop. And cook them out on the grill. You do an oven or grill?
I don't know. I'm not real comfortable right now. 2-1 the count. How about toaster waffles? I might just change it up.
That you can do.
Lego Maego?
That's tough to mess those up.
Not a tall, cold one. Some chips.
Good pitch there on the inside corner. Ryan Roberts took it.
Olson hides under that hat like a scallop hiding from the fisherman. And it's off the pitcher. Down he goes. And Roberts, how about his day? He is 2 for 3 today.
I think Olson's going to be okay. That ball got him. I think he might be suffering from hurt feelings more than that ball, because that ball was hit off the end of the bat. It wasn't a rocket. I think Olson has had enough of the Diamondbacks today. I think this is just I think he'll be just fine.
And he acted coming to check on him. I think Act has already made a move. Olson trying to maybe convince him he's all right. There's a reliever trotting in from right field.
By the way, Scott, you're done. Go get some ice on that ankle. And
big day for Roberts, and Eric Burns' home run as well. 5-4 the score. Wireless call to the bullpen for the third consecutive day. Former Diamondback farmhand Garrett Mott goes to work. He's been a busy customer already this year. Don't forget, follow the D-backs on your iPhone or iPod Touch with MLB.com at Bat 2009. It features play-by-play video highlights and live audio broadcast. Visit dbacks.com on your iPhone or iPod Touch to purchase. All right. Josh Wilson. Fly to center, fly to right. Josh Weitzel has a bat. He waits on deck. All of this in support of Max Scherzer. And with regard to Max's early career starts, in which he had gone 5-6 innings and given up 2 or 3 runs, some cases 1, and did not get the win. This one was a little bit different today. You give up 4 runs in 5 innings. Many would say you're not deserving of a victory. I mean, that's not victorious stats. But he's kind of earned the right to maybe get a little help with all he has done.
Certainly. Yeah.
A lot of baseball to be played,
I was going to say, before we start cashing in his first victory of his career, they've still got some hitting to do and still got 12 outs to get.
And he's left his bullpen in a bit of a bind coming out this early with pitch count. That's something that Max has said. He will tell you he'll be frustrated next day after starts. Just said too many pitches, Sutton. Too many pitches.
I like the fact that he is a stand-up kid.
Oh, there's no doubt about
that. There's no excuses with this kid. And his teammates appreciate that. And I think we all will appreciate that.
A roller hugging the line. Oh, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Topped a breaking ball, and it just died out there.
Breaking ball, as you said, swing and bunt. You can't roll it out there any better. Mock does everything he can. It's not going to go foul. Max Scherzer's going to be pulled down, as expected. Josh Weitzel's going to come in and hit for Max. Now, if Josh Weitzel can take care of some business here and do a good job of cleaning his plate like his mother made him when he was young, then Max Scherzer would be one giant step closer to that elusive first victory.
Had a bizarre night last night with a bizarre at bat with the bases loaded in the 7th. Thought he had a single to drive in a run. Instead, Felipe Lopez was thrown out at the plate on a 9-2 force out.
The all too common 9-2 force play. Weitzel chased a breaking ball down in the dirt.
Felipe just got caught in between.
Well, that's one of those that, obviously in hindsight, yeah, you go halfway on those because you're not going to score anyway, even if he does catch it. If you get thrown out on the bounce, you're certainly going to get thrown out if he catches it on the fly.
No balls and 2 strikes to count. Breaking ball, a good one. It's away.
He throws a lot of them, does Mock. Big kid.
Bases full again. The 1-2. Outside. Pitcher and a designated hitter, Weitzel in college at Loyola Marymount. heard that one, didn't you? Everyone's all right in there. You can see there, got the padding right there. Two and two, the count, one away. Diamondbacks with 11 hits. They've out hit the Nats 11-4. Right there.
Fastball right down the middle. Weitzel got caught looking for something off speed. And that is a huge out for the Nationals.
Second baseman.
And now Felipe Lopez with an opportunity with the bases loaded.
Well, you need to get more than two here. See if Felipe Lopez can join a growing trend of, well, at least today, getting some big hits with 2 outs and runners in scoring position. Change up right on the button. Good pitch from Mock.
Well, that was. You see fastball coming out of his hands, and it just slammed on the brakes the entire time. A nice play. How far does it go? Nieves saved a couple of runs last night in the 9th inning. Saves one there.
He slams the door very nicely back there. That ball way out in front of him. He just puts that chest protector right on it and makes the play. And this is a Nationals bullpen that has really suffered this season.
Flores looking on. Jesus had that ball fouled off his collarbone.
Nice pitch. Oh, he did not get the call from home plate umpire Bill Hahn. That was a good pitch. Felipe Lopez fortunate there, as are the Diamondbacks. You be the judge at home. What do you think? It's a strike.
The 2-1. 2-2 the count. Felipe 1 for 3 and also 5 for 12 in this series. Two runs in the inning. Boy looking for a lot more. Snider's at third. The bases are loaded. A little topper out to short. Right to the bag, Centron. But on this Mother's Day, a little gift to Max Scherzer as well. To Mom Judy for Eric Burns and to his starting pitcher, Max Scherzer. Happy Mother's Day. Fox Sports Arizona presents D-backs baseball, brought to you by the top 3 power Chevy dealers in the valley: Arrowhead, Brown & Brown, and Superstition Springs and Bach. Triple hops brewed Miller Lite. Great taste. Let's fill it. Esmerling Vasquez goes to work, the hard-throwing right-hander. Trying to hold down, well, a handful of innings, this bullpen as a core. You can see out of the gates, control, if anything, has been the battle, but Stuff certainly has proven major league ready. A 3.24 ERA for the young right-hander.
He's just got to make sure he throws strikes. And his last pitch, well, it went to the backstop.
He didn't. He fired a warm-up pitch to the screen. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, as a hitter, you're not so eager to dig in.
Leading off for Washington, catcher Will Nieves.
All right, dig in.
One. All right, here it is. Whoa! Hey! Dig in, son.
One and 0 the count to Will Nieves.
Are you kidding me?
2-0 the count.
I mean, honestly, are you kidding me there? Strike.
Right back down the middle.
When did we sign Mitch Williams, Darren?
Nieves, how comfortable is he now? Ground ball off the glove of Reynolds. Just came down Broadway, and that one was spun right around. So with the score 5-4, Nieves with a 2-for-3 day.
Pitch hitting for Garrett Locke, number 34, Elijah Dukes.
Great effort there from Reynolds. Just off the tip of his glove.
Elijah Dukes will pinch hit. 268 this year, 4 homers, 19 RBIs.
He's dangerous.
Slider is away, 1-0 the count. 2 days ago, Vasquez worked a scoreless inning against Washington. Prior to that, he picked up the loss at San Diego, that extra inning ball game.
Good pitch.
Threw him 2 sliders in a row. What's coming now on 1-1? Another, and it's away. Really working deliberately.
Oh, he does.
The 2-1. Changeup. 3-1 the count to Dukes. Talking about Elijah Dukes and his ability for such a big guy, and what an athlete he is, but he covers some ground in center field. His shoulders literally go from foul pole to foul pole, but he also covered some ground.
He is a big dude.
He nicked himself shaving.
He's going to get a 3-1 fastball, I would imagine, from Vasquez. Not even close. So Vasquez has come in, giving up a base hit and a walk, and Max Scherzer probably thinking, what do I have to do to get some help?
On this Mother's Day, a humanitarian, and on a Sunday, certainly appropriate, Mother Teresa of Calcutta, or the Blessed Teresa of Calcutta, as Pope John Paul gave her the title. Certainly deserving. Worldwide humanitarian and an example for all. It's interesting when you talk about, on this Mother's Day, the work that Vasquez has done, Gracie. Again, it's not the stuff, it's the consistency. He'll come in one day and the opposing club's in big trouble, and they have no chance with that arm, but still just nowhere near where he wants to be with regard to consistency. So Anderson Hernandez, who I'm sure is upset that he doesn't have Max Scherzer to stare at, he gets a chance to swing the bat.
I would imagine he's going to be bunting. You've got Nick Johnson, Ryan Zimmerman due up. I would think the bunt is certainly in order here.
He drops down a good one.
That's how you play the game right there. Very well done by Anderson Hernandez. Manny Acta was thinking right along with us, Darren, and he executed it perfectly.
Baseman Nick Johnson.
Now Vasquez is going to have to try to find a way to get a strikeout or a pop-up to keep Max Scherzer as the pitcher of record. Well, you just hope he finds somehow, some way, a chance to hold this lead. You would have loved to have seen the Diamondbacks do a little more damage in the bottom half of the fifth. They had the 2 runs across, the bases loaded, 1 out. Josh Weitzel was up there to hit. He took a call third, and then Felipe Lopez wasn't able to get anything done with 2 outs. So here we sit.
1-0 the count to Nick Johnson. Change up. Extended that strike zone a bit. 1-1.
Now that was a pretty good change up there. That one floated right to the outside corner. That one was nicely executed.
John Roush warming in the bullpen. The 1-1 outside, 2-1 the count. Didn't need to. He rolls it out. Only plays in front of him, and Max Scherzer will now go 13 games to start his major league career as a starting pitcher without a victory. We're tied at 5.
That's what happens when you walk people late. And that's all it takes if you're Nick Johnson right there. Just a little ground ball to second base is all it takes. Put it in play. And that RBI ties the ball game. Here we go again. I'm sorry, Darren Sutton, but I ain't letting this guy beat me. Ryan Zimmerman.
Well, a couple of bases open. Dunn is on deck, and the pitch is low. 1-0 the count. Zimmerman is singled and doubled.
I still make Adam Dunn beat me. Even though he's been terrific this series, just if you make your pitches to Adam, you'll get him out. This guy, it's not necessarily true. Good change up. Got the swing and miss.
1-1 the count. Talked about that Sandbridge area of Virginia Beach where Zimmerman grew up. Played ball with David Wright, BJ, and younger brother Justin Upton. Then played in college with Mark Reynolds, did Zimmerman. Reynolds the shortstop, and Zimmerman the third baseman at Virginia. A little bit of power in that lineup, my friend. How about aluminum bats in
aluminum bats?
The hands of Reynolds and Zimmerman.
Yeah, that would be scary for any of those ACC foes. Now Vasquez going to have to find a way to keep this ball game tied.
Ground ball, base hit, he beat him, and it's 6-5. Zimmerman takes a huge turn, so Ryan, 3 hits in this game. Oh, by the way, he extended his hitting streak to 28 back in the first inning. 6-5, Washington leads it. 2 runs allowed here in this inning.
Yeah, we said it. That's a guy I'm not letting beat me. Diamondbacks rolled that dice and unfortunately came up with a 7 right there, and Vasquez struggles again.
Here's Adam Dunn. Couple of long balls already. One to right, one to left. This was the thing of beauty here. That's called letting it travel.
Man.
And that's not singling the left field.
No, that's driving the ball out of here. Letting the ball travel, as you said. Not like Andrew Jones.
Actually, no. You know, if you'll remember last year, Gracie, Andrew, when he was batting 100, wasn't letting it travel at all.
No, you're right. But he being Adam Dunn, he just let one travel right past him there. Good fastball from Vasquez. And this was the guy that I think, looking back on it, you just had to make this guy beat you instead of Zimmerman. I'm not letting the best player on the other team beat me.
Andrew Jones' bit never gets old, does it?
I love it.
Wait till Stephen Drew gets back.
Looking forward to that.
Probably Wednesday, maybe Wednesday, a game here at home where you'll be confused that they're booing it.
Or maybe saying Kuzmanov. Steven's out on a rehab assignment.
He is in Reno. The 0-2. Good fastballs, having a tough time turning them around. Done a home run shy of 3. It was on this date in 2004 that Luis Gonzalez homered 3 times in a game against the New York Mets.
2004.
Oh boy, a breaking ball called in. Not a good memories?
No.
No.
111 losses. That was my first year in a broadcast booth. That was big league.
I wonder if people should read into both of our starts as TV broadcasters.
How many did you lose your first TV broadcast?
Milwaukee 0-2, first year full-time TV announcer, 106. The 1-2. He got it. He got done, but Zimmerman got him, and because of that, the Nationals lead it by a score of 6-5. Sunday, certainly a family day here at the Yard, and more than ever on this Mother's Day. Brought to you by our good friends with Sanderson Ford. Trust you're having a good day, and all your moms out there, you're enjoying your day as well. Mark Race, Darren Sutton, Mark McClune, and you. As we move to the bottom of the 6th inning, this game clicking right along.
Really?
We have Justin Upton, as you see our game summary, extending his hitting streak to 17. Ryan Zimmerman extending his to 28.
With a 3-hit ball game.
All right, Chris Young. He gets ready to go to work. Logan Kensing is on the mound. 26-year-old right-hander.
Well, let's see if the Diamondbacks can continue to counterpunch. They've been pretty effective at it through their first 5 at-bats. Let's see if they can continue to take these haymakers and return fire.
Kensing fires away with that one. 1-0 the count to Chris Young. Our Verizon call to the bullpen.
Well, there's another Washington reliever with a high ERA, and you can see why. A lot of walks. And it's just not rocket science, Darren. If you walk people, you're going to give up runs. It's that simple.
Hitters count 2-0. 2-1 as he pours that one in there. The Washington bullpen prior to this series had an ERA of 5.72 in 91 and a third innings. Opponents were hitting .317 against them with runners in scoring position. Line drive, center field, base hit. In their first 2 games in this series, their ERA just 2.7. And timely hitting not as much. Opponents, the Diamondbacks, specifically hitting .115 with runners in scoring position. Maybe that'll change.
Kensing just went right down the middle with it. Chris Young nailed it to center field. Let's see if A.J. Hinch has something up his sleeve. Maybe give Chris Young the green light.
With a right-hander on the mound, certainly a different look than Olsen, who does a fine job holding runners. Stays put at this point. It's blocked up again, but it's no surprise by Nieves. Justin singled back in the first, went to third on an error from Adam Dunn. He walked, scored, doubled, and scored. Kensing, originally a Marlins 2nd-round pick out of Texas A&M. In on the hand. Speaking of Texas, legal for Justin Upton.
He is just so doggone strong. 3-hit day now. That fastball runs in, but that pink bat may have broken. But he is just so strong. He gets it out there. And right back come the Diamondbacks looking to counterpunch again. Chris Young and Justin Upton taking care of business. Now, an interesting call here for A.J. Hinch. You've got your cleanup hitter in Mark Reynolds. Reynolds been struggling today. He's 0 for 3. We saw Maniac bunt in the top half of this inning. That led to 2 runs. Let's see what A.J. Hinch is going to try to do. Or if he lets his cleanup hitter swing away. I would imagine his cleanup hitter swinging away.
Mark is 1 for 10 in this series. Takes high, 1-0 the count. Base is empty. Runners on, and then in scoring was 5 of 13 with runners in scoring position.
Well, you love that, but they've still left 8 base runners today. Left them full last inning.
The 1-0. 1-1 the count. They have left a small community on base against Washington in this series. 33 base runners.
That's actually a pretty decent sized community.
That's the Lions Club gathering. Kiwanis.
Moose.
The 1-1. Cintron to a knee. He throws it at the base runner, and Chris Young's going to come on down. A break for the Diamondbacks. Cintron made a fine play, but literally threw it off of Young. It rolled to the facing of the Diamondbacks dugout, and they cash in on that break and err on the Nationals. And we're tied at 6.
What that means, Darren. Tacos.
Oh, it does.
There's the play. Cintron makes a nice play, but then throws it right into the back of Chris Young and the carom. Let's just move everybody up.
No RBI on that, but a base hit for Reynolds, and an error allows the runner to score. Andy St. Clair out continuing his conversation. 6 runs, 9 hits, and 2 errors for the Nationals. 6 runs, 14 hits, and no errors for the Diamondbacks.
Well, now the Diamondbacks with a run across, second and third, nobody out. Manny Acta's going to bring his infield in. Tie ball game. Now it's up to Eric Burns to get something out to the outfield. Put that go-ahead run across home plate. This is a wild one today. That's a good pitch there to the outside corner.
Thus far in 2 ball games plus 5 innings, 5 complete innings. The Arizona Diamondbacks have 34 hits in this series. Bouncing ball, they look to run right back. A little bit of help over there and a fine pick on the other end by Johnson. So the runners stay put at second and third.
There's just a smart play by Upton going back to the bag. So Eric Burns can't get the job done. Pretty easy pick over there for Nick Johnson, who's got some good glove. He's got some real good glove. Got some power alleys working there, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see those?
Yep.
Oh, it's okay, Nick. Matt Williams knows how you feel.
Matt's happy. Seen some offense. No angry face anymore.
A lot will depend on the result of today's ball game. See if Chris Snider can pick up Eric Burns.
Pretty good breaking ball, but it's called low and in. Chris Snider now with a 9-game hitting streak. He doubled in a run back in the 3rd inning.
Good breaking ball. Didn't get the call from Bill Hahn. Goodness gracious.
That's 2 where Kensing thought he would have a good chance of getting a strike call.
He's looking in like, you got to be kidding me. Where do you want me to throw it? I'm sorry, but that's a strike. Let's see if Chris Snider can do something with this 2-0 pitch. He's had a good day. Good take there to go to 3-0. A couple of walks and a double off the center field wall for Chris Snider today.
One pitcher won't get his first major league win. One manager might. That one belted right field. Going back and it is done. It's over his head, up against the wall. 1 run will score. Right behind is Reynolds. He races on around. The Diamondbacks lead it by a pair.
Fastball down the middle, belt high, and Snider just nails it. Big Adam Dunn can't get back there in time. And a terrific day for Chris Snider, and I don't blame him. A long time since the Diamondbacks have put up this kind of an offensive game.
Ryan Roberts.
Bit tardy with that swing.
Boy, Mark Grace, you guys, you ball players, you're creatures of habit, superstitious, correct? I mean,
some more than others.
By nature, anyway,
sure.
with this game. 0-1 the count. Over the top of that one, I mean, A.J. Hinch is heading into yesterday's game. Had changed his shoes already. Instead of going with the fleece top, went with the jersey and trying to be superstitious to change things up as a rookie manager. I guess where I'm going is if something works, you don't change it up, right?
Exactly.
Like pink bats.
Well, are you allowed to use them after?
I don't see why not.
All right. All right. I like it. I'm with you. I'm all in.
Would not be a fan of Major League Baseball if they did not suddenly allow it after this day.
I would be shocked if you're allowed to use them.
Really?
After today.
All right. Mark McClune's going to get to the bottom of it.
We got to get to the bottom of it.
Little check swing, and it's in there for a base hit. Come on down, Chris Snider. The throw to the plate is not in time. He's in there. Now a little bit of luck on the hands of the Diamondbacks. They'll take it. A check swing RBI for Ryan Roberts. A 3-hit game in the major leagues. He barely made this team. What a day.
Didn't mean to swing. Boy, it was a beautiful thing. As far as Ryan Roberts is concerned, Snider coming across home plate, safe as the call. What a day he's had. Hits now for the D-backs. We're only in the 6th inning.
Friday night, 12 hits, 2 walks. Last night, 8 hits, 9 walks. And 16 hits today.
8 hits, 9 walks, and scored 1?
Well, that's the thing. The difference in today, Mark Grace.
Getting the hits with runners in scoring position.
That's exactly right. And not all of them. We're not going to sit here and tell you that they're scalding every ball into the gap and off the walls. But they're still putting it in play, making contact enough.
There's the answer. Strikeouts are way down today. They're putting the ball in play. And when you do that, you give yourself a chance.
The young pitcher behind the new skipper. He certainly got picked up. Unfortunately, these runs come of no benefit to Max Scherzer. One and two the count. The Diamondbacks with 9 or more runs in a game. Opening day, they won 9-8. The 4th game against the Dodgers, they won 9-4. In the 21st game against the Cubs, they won 10-0. This is the 4th time. Single game high this season, by the way, with 16 hits. You saw that little, not even subliminal, that little message that Chris Snider sent out a moment ago.
A little happy Mother's Day.
I like that.
Do you?
Oh, there's a famous mom.
Oh, Edith Bunker. Gene Stapleton. Oh, the dingbat.
2-2 the count. Archie
and Edith.
Archie always reminds me of one of our fine producers not with us. Jason Lewis, very similar
to Archie.
Now they want to talk about it. Mark McClune, what do you know about the usage of pink bats beyond today?
Well, I don't have an answer if you can use them beyond today. I apologize.
All right,
for my
let's turn his mic off then. I don't even know why he's coming
on the
in.
bats until May 14th on MLB.com. So all the pink bats are going for good a good cause. But I'll keep checking.
All right, goodbye, Mark.
All right, we'll see you.
Grayson.
Take care.
What was that?
That was a poor effort.
No, we love Big Mac. We're giving him the business today. Boy, huge lead. I am told that back in the day, Johnny Estrada, who could throw some runners out when he was on his game, he used the pink bat beyond Mother's Day.
Did you just say Johnny Estrada could throw runners out in his day?
He got above 9% a couple of times. He scuffled. We're having a little fun with Johnny and Mark McClune.
Josh
I'm
Wilson.
told he used it, though.
Did he?
Beyond Mother's Day.
Yeah, I guess. Why not? They're smoking the baseball today with him. Not everybody's using a pink bat, like, for instance, Josh Wilson. He's not using one. It's a black bat.
2-2.
This game's flying.
Bouncing ball, Zimmerman. Played it back a little bit. You know, the funny thing about watching Ryan play third base is that he can kind of do whatever he wants. He would tell you, I maybe should have charged it. I played it. His hands are so comfortable and soft. Now, he's a big guy, too.
He's a very big young man.
Basically, watching him these 3 games just reminded how solid he is as a third baseman.
He's a very good. He doesn't get much credit for being a very good defensive third baseman. Manny Acker's going to make a pitching change. That'll get the Nationals out of here early.
The day after Mother's Day coming up soon. Good friends and partners with Ride Now Power's fourth pool is packed today.
Yeah, it is.
Join a swim, and then a lunch, and then being able to wait a half hour, and then swim, and then eat some more.
Remember, Mom told you that.
And wait another half hour. You could probably have already gone for 3 swims and look out there and say, gosh, it's still the 6th inning. We can eat dinner now. And then go for another swim.
Oh, I hope those scallops are still in the freezer.
Yeah, that whole concept's over. Here's Chad Tracy against Ron Vallone.
Ron Vallone.
Vallone, a busy man, pitching for his 12th major league team. He has pitched in 43 big league ballparks. He was a Cardinal last year and provided us with one of our favorite moments. You loved it.
It was a classic moment. And it had nothing to do with his pitching. He's had a terrific career. But he was thrown out of a game here last year. About 3 innings after he was done pitching.
He faced Adam Dunn. Adam Dunn was a Diamondback, now his teammate, ironically enough. And Vallone was a Cardinal. Well, he had thrown some close pitches, and at that point, everything Adam took, even if it was a strike, was called a ball on that night.
That's true.
So Vallone got his one hitter, and he walked Adam Dunn.
Walked him.
Well, that was it. Tony La Russa took him out of the game.
And got him, right.
What happened next?
Well, about 2-3 innings later, Adam Dunn came up to hit again as the 0-2 is coming to Tracy. And we'll finish that.
It's worth hearing.
We'll finish that next inning because Ron Vallone does a good job retiring the only man. He won't get kicked out of this one yet.
We'll see. Here's Snider coming through, delivering a piece of heaven, or a snide piece, as the Gutman likes. No doubt Matt Williams wanted us to cut it out, but not the offense, and they have respected the request of the former Diamondback. And a couple of world champs giving each other the business earlier. Good to see the Diamondback bats giving the opposing pitchers the business.
And another big counterpunch last inning, Darren.
Let's see if John Roush can stop it right now, though, as the back and forth has continued. Our Verizon Wireless call to the bullpen. 0-1 the count to Josh Willingham. So Ron Vallone comes in, and he pitches to Adam Dunn.
Yes.
He is a Cardinal. Vallone. Dunn, of course, is a member of the Diamondbacks, and he walks him. And La Russa, that was his lone chance.
And gets him.
And what happened again?
A couple 3 innings later, Adam Dunn's up for his next at bat, and Ron Vallone was over in the dugout and evidently still seething about some of the calls that he got on Adam Dunn. Well, Adam walked again with a different pitcher, and
on a close pitch again.
On a pretty close pitch, yeah. And then all of a sudden, you see the home plate umpire look at the Cardinal dugout and throw somebody out of the game. And I'm figuring, man, I think that one's popped out to left field. Josh Wilson going a long way and making the play. But I'm like, I think they just threw Dave Duncan, the pitching coach, out of the game for hollering, and then out like a bolt of lightning in the dugout to argue with the umpire. I thought it had to be Dave Duncan, but it was Ron Vallone. and he came out, gave the home plate umpire an earful. And I remember reading the home plate umpire's lips. He was like, "Are you kidding me? What are you doing?" So anyway, Ron got his money's worth. 2 innings after he had been taken out of the game. It was one of the classic moments we had last year. I couldn't believe it.
Well, and the story behind the story, and I've known Adam Kennedy for years. Adam Kennedy was his teammate, and truth be told, kind of in the doghouse at that point with Tony La Russa. So he was watching the game in the clubhouse with Ron Vallone. And he tells the story that I'm watching the game with Ron, and Ron again gets frustrated, hollers at the TV. The next thing I know, as I kind of drift away in my thoughts, Ron is sprinting by me and on the TV.
He's on the TV. I think his number is starting to fall off there. Got to get that sewn up.
Nationals.
I heard about that. Good pitch from Roush there.
At some point earlier this year, Washington. Now, they left out the O in Nationals on a couple of jerseys.
That was opening day.
And 2 the count. Foul ball, fair ball. Harris motoring. Oh, it gets by Upton. There he goes. That's a triple with 1 out. We had a game a couple of years ago against Atlanta, and all he did, Harris, was hit it in the air. And we kept commenting how fortunate the Diamondbacks were that he wouldn't hit it on the ground, and this is why.
Fastball up and in. Takes a carom out past Justin Upton, and once that happens, that's a stand-up triple all day for a guy like Willie Harris that can fly. Looking at his base coach the whole time. What do you want me to do, coach? I want you to bring it on over to third, young man. And he does. Good pitch there from Rouse to jump ahead of Alex Cintrone.
That base coach is former Sun Devil and Rookie of the Year Pat Listash.
Got him to chase a high fastball there. And that's what John Roush needs. He needs a strikeout. Nine to 6, but this is a good offensive lineup. You got to make sure you put up goose eggs. And you still got 8 big outs to go.
Pitch is high, 1-2 the count. The final note on the Ron Vallone story, we tell it because we really like him. And
we
he
love
is a
him.
Great guy. Football mentality, played football at UMass. My first year broadcasting in the minor leagues in Jacksonville, Florida. He pitched on the team. I've known him forever. That one is blocked up there by Chris Snider. So we tell it with all the respect in the world. It was a fun story.
And then he laughed about it later with us.
Well, we have a friend in common, actually. His brother-in-law, Doug Tamaro, is the sports information director at Arizona State, helps out with some of the basketball work I do in the wintertime. Doug got a kick out of it. That pitch is in, 3-2 the count.
And I just said I snapped. And just like that, John Roush has gone from 0-2 to 3-2 here with the tying run in the on-deck circle. Huge pitch right here.
3-2 the count. He lost it. It's ball 4. Let's go quickly to Mark McClune, who's been digging in the story of can the Diamondbacks legally use their pink bats tomorrow? They've been hitting so well. Mark, what'd you find out?
The answer is legally no, they cannot use the pink bat tomorrow. That was approved by Major League Baseball just for today. There are a certain number of colors that that you can use for Major League Baseball bats. Pink is not one of them, but you can bid on them on MLB.com until May the 14th.
That's a big league hit, my friend.
That is very well done, Mark McClune. And golly, I'll tell you what. I'm getting very consistent at being correct.
It's not guesswork up here.
Well, it's not. This is big league analysis.
Well, it is. Here's Will Nieves.
Scott Snider's tough 09 continues to remain that way. He was wrong.
0-1 to count.
Big John Roush needs a ground ball. He's got a slow-footed catcher. This would be a good time to get a 6-4-3 double play ball and get his boys back in the dugout and swing the bat some more.
That one is in. Representing the tying run in a game that is nearly 3 hours old here in the 7th inning.
Top of the 7th. Step out there. Yeah. Throw over. Got to keep Alex Cintrone close. Now those scallops are defrosting as we speak.
We've already gotten up and walked out of the house.
The avocados are starting to darken.
The 1-1. Lifted, left field, well struck, to the corner it goes. Burns looks up. Foul ball. Way out of here.
Goodness gracious.
Inches. That would have tied it.
That would have tied it all right. Man. Nieves trying. Golly, he says. But a strike nonetheless. Anytime I ever did that, Darren, you could pretty much mail it in. I was striking out on the next pitch. I'll tell you what, it's getting consistent, isn't it, Darren? Being correct.
The rule you're on, you've already heard I got a lot of work to do. I'm going to let you take us on home. You take care.
Well, the high fastball from John Roush. Certainly, Will Nieves becomes a strikeout victim after nearly tying the ball game, and you can see the frustration. And that's just, it's just natural as a hitter, Darren. You hit one that far, just foul, it would have tied up the game. You're thinking, I got this guy. I got him. Wait till you see how far I hit this next one. Strike three.
And it's usually a pitch like that, either up the ladder or a slider in the dirt. As you say, the over-aggression, and then the pitcher feast on it. Well, Christian Guzman is called upon, and he has had a nice series. He has had a whale of a year. He is hitting .386 to open the year.
Tell you what, there's some good bats not in the lineup today for Manny Acta and the Nationals. So Big John Roush gets the big strikeout he needs. Now he has to get one of the top hitters in the game.
One and 0 the count. 3 hits in this series. He tripled off the right field wall earlier in this series. He's had some great at-bats, too. Close pitches, in the hole, spoiling good strikeout caliber pitches. Always been a pesky hitter, but he's finding the gap a little bit more this year. He's got 5 doubles, a triple, and a homer. Slugging over 500.
Fox Sports Arizona is now on Facebook and Twitter.
Oh.
Join us as our friend on Facebook, and you'll get the latest info of the teams, clips of our upcoming shows, and much more. Also follow us on Twitter at www.twitter.com/FoxSportsAZ. Join right now.
It's a good read.
Well, it is.
Topper off the plate, and it's foul.
You on Facebook, Darren?
No. I am not.
I can't be your friend?
I'm not really up with the times in that sense.
No?
You, though, are on baseballreference.com.
Am I?
Yes. You have your own page there. Mark Grace right there, baseballreference.com.
Is it big league?
It's pretty big league.
I like it. No, I'm not on Facebook. But I can join right now. We'll have to be after the game. I really can't do it now. We're doing the ball game. Already here in the top of the 7th. Big John Rouse for the 3-2 count. Alex Cintron will be off to the races. That man was clean shaven when this game began. Oh, you knew we were going there.
Bouncing ball.
How about, oh boy.
Everybody's safe in there on Felipe Lopez.
Oh boy. Big John Rouse did a great job of getting out of an inning, and the defense lets him down. Ouch. And he just flat out kicked it. Well, that is a tough play. Now John Rouse got to get that extra out.
Second baseman Anderson Hernandez.
Anderson Hernandez.
Gas right by him.
93 miles an hour.
Might have been an angry fastball there from Big John Rouse. I don't blame him. Did a good job of getting the strikeout and the ground ball of the red hot Christian Guzman, and instead he's out there trying to get that elusive 4th out. Pretty good pitch there. Didn't get the call. Rouse looking in like, man, seen a lot of that today in a tight zone. A little punchy today, Darren.
Did the game network style yesterday and woke up for your flight in Philadelphia today to head back home.
Oh, yeah.
What time was that wake-up call this morning?
That would have been 6 a.m.
Or 3 a.m. here
3
in
a.m.
Arizona.
here in Arizona, yes. Oh, that was big league. Nice flight, though.
Full meal?
No. Nope. Kind of hungry. Love a scallop.
Already a mile from my house.
He ran off.
1 and 2. The 2 outs. Breaking ball. Boy, he did his job.
Great job by John Rouse there.
Tavares gets the call, and he will go to the work. The veteran right-hander clocks in with a 6.35 ERA. Our Verizon Wireless call to the bullpen. 9-7, Arizona leads it. Guzman is at short now, and he stays in that 9 slot, the pitcher slot. Tavares, the leadoff spot. And Cintron moves over. He is now at second base. Anderson Hernandez. Felipe Lopez to lead it off. Big swing, fouls that one off. 0-1 the count. 7 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors for the Nationals. They've left 9. 9 runs, 16 hits, and an error for the D-backs. They too have left 9. They're still playing at Dodger Stadium. 4-4 is the score. Giants and Dodgers. 9th inning. Top of the 9th. You ever face Julian Tavares, Mark Craig?
Oh, I believe I did. Don't know if I had too much success off of him. He's been around a while.
Always good sink. Crafty veteran.
Not afraid to maybe take a hammer and chisel to a ball as well.
Is that the word, huh?
Yeah. Nice play up in the upper deck on that foul ball.
Ah, my folks up there. That's a good play. My kind of people love sitting up there.
They are your kind of people, and mine.
35 years old.
Huh?
You're not buying it?
Well, I'm 44, and I've been playing against him a long. I was playing against him a long time. Oh, good to have Julian 35 again.
This appearance, by the way, is the 802nd appearance of his career. Change up there, fouled off. Pitched for Cleveland, 93, 94, 95. San Francisco, Colorado, the Cubs in 01, Florida in 02, Pittsburgh in 03, St. Louis, then Boston, Milwaukee, Atlanta, and Washington.
And good for him.
You bet, good for him.
He has had a good, long career, successful career. Still doing it. Got him.
Got him with a slider down and in, and put a little extra leg kick and turn at before he delivered that ball as well.
Little Pascual Perez there, and watch the reaction. Ooh.
I think it's actually his glove that is 35 years old.
His glove? That might be.
I love that. The classic old glove. It's a glove. You want it to be comfortable, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
That comfortable pair of old shoes that you can hang on to.
The glove, man, you know, you leave it out in the rain. Stuff like that. That's how you really get a glove the way you need it. Mold it. Did your dad make you put it under your mattress and sleep on it when it was brand new?
Tie the sock on it too.
Yeah.
Put the shaving cream in it. A couple of baseballs in it.
Remember that Neat's foot oil?
Neat's foot oil.
Neat's foot oil. That was almost for gloves only.
And
oil up a glove.
You can use it to cook scallops as well.
Well, I think I had a scallop just a minute ago. Well, that is a nice pitch. And another strikeout for Julian Tavares here in the bottom of the 7th.
Right fielder Justin Upton.
That'll make Chris Young feel like he just had a bad scallop.
Oh my goodness!
What do we got here?
Is
Three
that
Dog Night?
Mothers of Innovation, of Invention?
Is that Frank Zappa?
That's right. That's what they call them. The Mothers of Invention. Frank Zappa's group.
The Mothers of Invention?
Mm-hmm. Sure know them well.
Good to have Matt Manti with us.
That is in the ballpark. Good friend of the show. See if we can have him stop by the booth here in a bit.
Maybe say hello. I'll tell you what, Julian Tavares is dealing.
And he's inventing things as he goes along.
He's having some fun out there.
Changing arm angles. Sliders, changeups, fastballs. The 1-1. Slider missed in. 2-1 the count to Justin Upton. Gracie, he walked you 5 times, Tavares did.
Did he? Did you look up my career numbers? Did I ever get a hit off of him?
Kurt Zacher looked it up. He walked you 5 times. You earned 5 walks against him.
Did I ever get a hit?
5 times you reached.
So I never got a hit off him.
No, I was trying to. 0 for 5 with 5 walks.
He owned me. I probably stole some bases off of him.
Oh, you did. You took advantage.
Have a scallop.
Since Diamondbacks baseball, brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Low fares, no hidden fees. Back at the ballpark, Washington Nationals getting ready to go to work against Scott Schoenweiss, left-handed pitcher. And our Verizon Wireless call to the bullpen. It's a right-handed pitcher, though, that these Nationals, who, because of a tough year last year, have the #1 pick in the draft. It's a right-handed pitcher they have their eye on. And a right-handed pitcher who is not just good, but many say could move right into a major league rotation right out of college. He is at San Diego State. He pitched a no-hitter again a couple of nights ago. And of
Steven
course,
Strasburg.
Steven Strasburg, that is right. Look at those numbers, by the way.
He pitched on the U.S. Olympic team. He was the only amateur baseball player on that U.S. Olympic team a couple of years ago. There you see he's 11-0. He's special, Darren.
Well, in the Nationals, and Mike Rizzo, certainly former Diamondback employee.
Yeah,
there he is, and general
Mike.
manager.
What a good job he's doing with this Nationals club.
He has made it clear that we're picking him, and we plan on
You
signing
better.
him. We're going to get this
If
done.
you want to keep your job, you better pick him.
Hot shot and a base hit. And so lefty on lefty. That one is spun right around.
And here comes that man. We're going to call him that man, Ryan Zimmerman.
Chris Snider out to talk about it. Adam Dunn waits on deck. Pena warming in the pen. But you have a lefty in the on-deck circle.
I'd be shocked if Sean White stays in to face Zimmerman. Yeah, Hinch is going to come get him. I believe Tony Pena is throwing down in the bullpen.
Yeah, they bought him a little bit more time to get ready. All right, so a pitching change. 9-7 the score.
Top of the 8th.
My God.
Now pitching number 56, Tony Pena.
Tony Pena, in his last 8 appearances, has not given up a run. He has struck out 7 and 8 innings of work, a 1.23 ERA on the season.
He's going to have to be special here this afternoon. Right through the teeth of this batting order. Zimmerman, Dunn.
In the spotlight in a lot of ways, and literally the sun shining through some of the glass panels in this building as Tony misses away 1-0. Zimmerman in this game already, 3 hits, a couple of singles and a double, an RBI and a run scored. Bouncing ball could be 2. There's 1, a low feed, but they turn it over anyhow. What a nice job by Lopez. That feed was not exactly what you're looking for. He gathered himself and turned it.
Perfect double play ball. You can see the poor feed there, but Lopez hangs in there and turns it. What a great pitch and 2 big outs for Tony Pena and the Diamondbacks.
a mile high.
Boy, just missed it there. Tony Pena did all right there, didn't he?
You bet.
3 pitches, 3 outs.
Gets right back in the dugout. His Diamondbacks lead it by a pair. In-game box score. Look at this, Mark Graves. Everybody having fun. Everyone invited to the party.
Max Scherzer in there with an RBI single. That was 3 days ago.
Well, it was, but you know what? He got everything rolling because his RBI single got the offense started. First timely hit in a while. Tavares still out there working. Quite honestly, we're pretty excited about that. It was fun to watch.
He has a good time out there.
A couple of sliders. And the count is 2-0. 1-1 the count. Check that. That one misses away. 2 balls and a strike to Mark Reynolds. Mark in this ball game. Fly to center, line to short, struck out and singled and scored.
See if the Diamondbacks can maybe add on another run or two, starting with Mark Reynolds. Ball 3.
There were a couple of occasions in Tavares' career where he was sampled as a starter. As a matter of fact, in 07, when the Red Sox had a need, Tavares started 23 games for the 07 Boston Red Sox, the eventual world champs. Mark Reynolds, base hit right field. Multi-hit game for Mark. Look for new value items logos at Chase Field for big savings on tickets and merchandise and concessions. You get tickets for just $5, a hot dog or popcorn for $1.50. Don't forget about the $4 beer. I have to mention that as well. For more info, call 602-514-8400 or visit dbacks.com/value. Value items logo. It's real and it's a good deal. Runner on the move. Mark Reynolds just stole it. Golly. That's 4 stolen bases for Mark Reynolds.
He is very sneaky. Got good speed for a big guy. Very athletic now that he's a first baseman, and he shows just that. Easily getting in there. You have a Not much of a chance there.
Did you just say much more athletic now that he's a first baseman?
Oh yeah, I said it. Haven't you seen it today?
And that's the reason why. Thought about bunting, pulled it back. 1-1 the count. Have to do some research on that.
On the first base thing?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure he'll probably save a life on the way home today.
Wow.
Maybe get the key to the city. Phone call from the president, maybe. Oh, those first basemen.
Eric Burns, high drive, left center field. Willingham racing. There's an awful long way to make the play. Reynolds, the first baseman, tags and hustles to third.
A terrific base running play right there by Mark Reynolds. He wasn't sure if that ball was going to be caught or not. Willingham had to go a long ways. Mark Reynolds was kind of doing back and forth. Watch up. Okay, now I'll get back and tag and get over there. That is a very good play by Mark Reynolds and a big play. That makes Chris Snider's job just a little bit easier now with a runner on third and less than 2 outs. He can score on a fly ball now. So a productive out by Eric Burns. Very well done. His good day continues. Speaking of good days.
Yeah, you bet.
Mr. Chris Snider, 2 for 2, a couple of walks. And a big hit his last time up. A double to right field to score a couple.
He's got a 9-game hitting streak. And it was Chris yesterday who only about 48 hours prior to that lost a guy he would call his mentor with regard to his career, and manager Bob Melvin, who after a day of not wanting to discuss it was the first to discuss that, all right, changes have been made. We're responsible with our level of play. It's time to embrace it and play ball. We're a team. And again, saying things like that, Gracie, you've always talked about it, and you explained it as a big leaguer in that locker room. To be able to speak up and to step forward in any way, shape, or form, you got to be producing on the field as well.
Yeah, the bottom line is, no matter who your manager is, the players go out and win the games and lose the games with their performance. Well, you're right. That Nieves is a wall back there, isn't he?
As frustrating as it was covering the team yesterday and hoping that the Diamondbacks would rally, it was an honor to watch him block pitches in the ninth with everything on the line.
And you got a guy like Hanrahan, the closer, bouncing stuff everywhere with that crazy sinker of his and slider of his.
Infield in about halfway. Inside.
Tavares still running it up there, 92 miles an hour. Goodness gracious. I didn't know he had that.
You see how the infield sets up. Harris really in right center field. I mean, there's a huge gap out there in left center. Inside.
5th time on base today for Chris Snider. 5th time. Happy Mother's Day, Chris Snider.
The Diamondbacks, as we mentioned, have 17 hits, far and away more than they've had in any game this year. And they have been filling the bases. Ryan Roberts has been on 3 times. A career high 3-hit game. One and 0 the count. Qualls is ready in the bullpen to come in.
See if Ryan Roberts can get that lead to just one more to 3. Give Chad Qualls a little breathing room. A nice slider to the outside corner there from Tavares.
One and one the count, 1 out.
Here in the 8th.
Here in a bit, the guys are going to change their pink wristbands to blue, celebrate Father's Day, which is about 5 minutes away.
I think we are officially, nope, I'm sorry, Darren. I thought we were officially the only game being played as we speak, but the Dodgers and the Giants have gone into extra innings, so we can't say hello to all our fans out there.
The 1-2. Did he? No, he didn't. Tavares getting a little bit more demonstrative as this inning goes on.
Nah, he didn't go.
You talk about Roberts, he had never had 2 hits in a major league game before today.
Yeah, good for him. Ball 3. 3-hit games, that's deserving of one of your scallops, I would imagine. I'm looking forward to having some of that sauce you were talking about with the honeydew melon and the avocado.
Not going to happen.
I can't have one?
No, you could. Like I told you, they've left the house. They've gotten up and walked.
I'll tell you what, we may miss tomorrow's game if we eat those scallops now. I've been sitting in the hot sun.
Yeah, that's where I left him, just sitting out in the hot sun.
100 degrees.
To right field. Going back on it is Adam Dunn. He makes the play, tagging and scoring. A career day for Ryan Roberts. 3 hits, 2 RBIs in a ball game. He's never driven in 2 in a game. As a matter of fact, prior to today, he had 2 in his career in the major leagues.
He had a terrific ball game, and really want to point out the terrific base running in this inning by Mark Reynolds. A base hit, stole second base, a great read, tagging up and going to third base on a fly ball to left field, and then scoring on the sac fly. Good to see the Diamondbacks scoring it one at a time. It's good to see. Producing runs, hitting the sac fly, moving runners over, productive outs.
Over the top of that, and the count is 1-0. Or 0-1, I should say. Well, you hope that something was going right to take the glass half full approach, the optimistic approach, that so many were reaching. It became more frustrating without any timely hits, but there was no problem reaching over the last couple of days. But now the hits have come.
Clean your plate.
Clean your plate. And the confidence has come too a little bit as well.
Well, you hope so.
At least in a single game, anyway. Two and one the count. For A.J. Hinch, speaking with Ryan Roberts, letting him know he would probably get the start at third. Roberts is a guy that, because of his role, rarely, if ever, gets 3, 4, 5 at bats in a day, let alone 3 hits in a day.
Well, the more he does this, the more often his name's going to get called. Look out, folks. Well, Wilson was ready for that fastball and hammered it foul.
Josh has singled, walked, fly to right, fly to center. He has had 8 starts this year. He has gotten hits in 5 of the 8 starts. That's low. And he earns himself a walk. And so Augie Ojeda, we knew he was available to pinch hit. Wilson playing in his spot, Roberts playing in his spot. That's why Mark Reynolds moved over. Battling an illness the last couple of days, both he and Connor Jackson. And the fan favorite welcomed. That's a nice ovation. It says a lot about the way he goes about his business.
And the way he's gone about it this year, he's been terrific. Meanwhile, it's Julian Tavares' turn to be the point guard of the four-corner offense here. Oh, Dean Smith loving this one.
Augie takes low. 1-0 the count. On the inside corner to Augie Ojeda. 10 runs, 17 hits, both season highs.
Good slider there from Tavares. Augie right over the top of it.
Augie had a 3-hit game just 5 days ago in LA. 3 for 5 against the Dodgers. Stop in San Diego a little more tough. He was 0 for 6. And trying to regain some health. He'll be in there starting tomorrow. Just hanging around. Switch hitter batting left-handed. College baseball, was a Tennessee Volunteer, grew up in Los Angeles. You know, he's a guy that's endeared by fans and has that little engine that could approach. He's been at it for a long time. This gentleman is 34 years old. Long time in the minor leagues. Seems funny to say. I mean, Augie Ojeda, nearly as old as Julian Tavares, who is 35.
I don't think he's nearly as old as Julian Tavares.
Really?
No. Those fans still faithful. You see this one to the very end.
Working on his Matt Williams angry face. The 1-2. Got him with a changeup. 34 years old. The other one 35. Chad Qualls looks to lock it down. Here at Chase Field, and Sundays brought to you by our good friends with Sanderson Ford. Sanderson Ford and Lincoln Mercury. Our quest primetime performer in this game, Mom. Because every single day, Mom is a primetime performer. Happy Mother's Day. All you moms out there. One more reminder, if you haven't made that phone call, just flipping on the game, make that quick phone call, you daughters and sons. If maybe it slipped your mind along the way, anytime a good time today to reach out. Speaking of reaching out, Chad Qualls has had that sinker. It reaches out and gets a lot of hitters. Good heavy sinking fastball as Qualls now gets ready to put this one to bed.
Good numbers for Qualls. 7 out of 8. This is a save situation with the 3-run lead. And what a job by Tony Pena in the 8th inning. Getting out of a mess, but not only getting out of a mess, Darren, it was against Ryan Zimmerman and Adam Dunn.
Zimmerman a double play and Dunn a fly ball to center. Qualls with that good sinker in on the hands of Josh Willingham.
Well, that sinker just had some teeth. Running right in on the belly button of Willingham. Just ate him up. That usually sets up that put away slider of Chad Qualls. Let's see if he goes to it. I would imagine it's slider time, Darren, don't you?
Looks like it. Snider's all spread out to block it. There it was. And the count is 1-2. Balls against Washington last 8 appearances, an ERA of 0.84. He has handled them. Just got a piece of it. Mother's Day certainly a new meaning around the Qualls house, as April 7th was the day that he and his wife Tara brought Caden into their home. So happy Mother's Day, Tara. Life will never be the same again, and nor will the meaning of Mother's Day.
In the greatest of ways.
He rocks and fires on 1-2. Got on the side of that one a little bit, so he pulls it outside. 2-2 the count. Yes, honey. Well, text message. We'll be home soon. He belts out on the left field. Eric Burns going to the corner, and it's gone. In a New York minute, it gets out of here. In the slider.
It's a couple of home runs for a couple of guys today. Willingham and Adam Dunn. Yeah, that was just a slider that was a cement mixer. It did nothing. Willingham did exactly what you're supposed to do. This is the slider. It does nothing. Boy, he just killed it. So it's a good thing the Diamondbacks got that one run of insurance in the bottom of the 8th inning, because this one ain't over yet by any stretch.
Pitch is high, 1-0 the count. The 1-0. Moving around in the box. Doesn't distract. The count of 1-1. Qualls in his last save opportunity 4 days ago at San Diego locked it down. Did give up a run, though, in an inning.
Yeah, it wasn't easy by any means.
He fought his release point and everything, didn't he, that day?
Yeah, he was wild. He got hit hard. But the bottom line is he saved the ball game. And that's what he's paid to do, and that's what he's paid to do here. He's going to hold now a 2-run lead. That was a good sinker there to even up the count at 2-2.
Got to keep him off. He can fly. Bouncing ball. Can they keep him off? Nope. He puts it on the ground. Well, now with Harris.
Here we go.
And his good speed, Alex Cintron. AJ, that first one's not going to be easy should you get it. That man's been there before, and he plans to hope to spoil it again.
Well, if you're Chad Qualls, you're not really too worried about Harris. The tying run is at the plate. If he runs, sure. But if you get 3 outs in the next 3 batters, well, Harris's run doesn't mean anything.
High fly ball, well struck. Young racing over to the gap. He's got plenty of room. 1 out. And so now Will Nieves. He singled in the 2nd inning, grounded out, singled again in the 6th, eventually scored and struck out. Sometimes with a guy like Will Nieves sitting up here in the booth, and I would imagine AJ Hinch down in the dugout, you get that old double play feeling from Chad Qualls. On a pitch like that, that would have done it. 0-1 the count. See Qualls amongst the elite for pitchers that throw late in ball games. He induced 13 double plays as a relief pitcher last year.
That's a bundle.
Already a pair this year. The 0-1.
Right over the top of the fastball there. Good pitch from Qualls to get to 0-2.
When he feels right with his release point and has that confident feel, you get that leg kick at the end, and you just saw it a moment ago on the follow through. Is it a slider on 0-2? Sure is, and he did not go around. Whoa.
Casey Moser on the call. I think he got that right. It didn't look like he swung.
No. It was a great pitch, though.
Yeah, it's just hard to lay off this one. Yeah, he checked it up. We'll see where the pitch is. Oh, boy.
Oh.
I guess that's a ball.
He's got to pick to first in case they start him up. 1-2 the count. Even close. Get that ground ball. Nope. It's a slider away. 2-2.
I'm kind of a fan of the fastball now. That's your ground ball pitch.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think you can get Nieves with to end the ball game with a ground ball.
633 ground ball outs in his career. 278 outs in the air. More than 2-1. The 2-2. Got it. A high strike, not where he wanted it. But again, that late movement caused him to give up on it. And just as he gave up, it was there.
So Qualls did go with the sinker, but this time it's the strikeout. Oh, yeah, that's a strike. Absolutely. That got plenty of plate. And it was belt high.
Christian Guzman.
Representing the tying run now with 1 out to go for A.J. Hinch's first managerial victory.
He joked after the first game, the 34-year-old manager, that he had something to announce to the media yesterday. And he went on to say, I now officially have experience, because experience was discussed a lot before the first game. He hopes to be able to say he has a win. The 1-0. Bouncing ball. At 34 years old, the manager of the Diamondbacks can say just that. In an exhausting series in so many ways, the Diamondbacks are victors on this day in an exhausting ball game. A.J. Hinch and his Diamondbacks win it. And it ends appropriately on a ground ball out.
Well, Chad Paul.